Classic Konversations with JT and Low. You never know which way to rap. Classic Konversations with JT and Low. You never know which way to rap. The record's gonna go. Classic Konversations with JT and Low. Classic Konversations with JT and Low. You never know which way to rap. The record's gonna go. Classic Konversations with JT and Low. You never know which way to rap. Classic Konversations with JT and Low. You never know which way to rap. The record's gonna go. Classic Konversations with JT and Low. You never know which way to rap. The record's gonna go. Classic Konversations with JT and Low. You never know which way to rap. The record's gonna go. Classic Konversations with JT and Low. You never know which way to rap. The record's gonna go. Classic Konversations with JT and Low. Classic Konversations with JT and Low. You never know which way to rap. Classic Konversations with JT and Low. You never know which way to rap. The record's gonna go. Classic Konversations with JT and Low. Classic Konversations with JT and Low. You never know which way to rap. The record's gonna go. Classic Konversations with JT and Low. You never know which way to rap. Classic Konversations with JT and Low. You never know which way to rap. The record's gonna go. Classic Konversations with JT and Low. You never know which way to rap. The record's gonna go. Classic Konversations with JT and Low. You never know which way to rap. The record's gonna go. Classic Konversations with JT and Low. You never know which way to rap. The record's gonna go. Classic Konversations with JT and Low. Classic Konversations with JT and Low. You never know which way to rap. Classic Konversations with JT and Low. You never know which way to rap. The record's gonna go. Classic Konversations with JT and Low. Classic Konversations with JT and Low. You never know which way to rap. The record's gonna go. Classic Konversations with JT and Low. You never know which way to rap. Classic Konversations with JT and Low. You never know which way to rap. The record's gonna go. Classic Konversations with JT and Low. You never know which way to rap. The record's gonna go. Classic Konversations with JT and Low. You never know which way to rap. The record's gonna go. Classic Konversations with JT and Low. You never know which way to rap. The record's gonna go. Classic Konversations with JT and Low. Classic Konversations with JT and Low. You never know which way to rap. Classic Konversations with JT and Low. You never know which way to rap. The record's gonna go. Classic Konversations with JT and Low. Classic Konversations with JT and Low. You never know which way to rap. The record's gonna go. Classic Konversations with JT and Low. You never know which way to rap. Classic conversations with JT and Low. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. It's classic conversations with JT and Low. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic conversations with JT and Low. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. It's classic conversations with JT and Low. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic conversations with JT and Low. Classic conversations with JT and Low. You never know which way to rap. Classic conversations with JT and Low. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic conversations with JT and Low. Classic conversations with JT and Low. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic conversations with JT and Low. You never know which way the rhetoric. Classic conversations with JT and Low. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic conversations with JT and Low. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic conversations with JT and Low. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic conversations with JT and Low. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic conversations with JT and Low. Classic conversations with JT and Low. You never know which way to rap. Classic conversations with JT and Low. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic conversations with JT and Low. Classic conversations with JT and Low. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic conversations with JT and Low. You never know which way the rhetoric. Classic conversations with JT and Low. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic conversations with JT and Low. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic conversations with JT and Low. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic conversations with JT and Low. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic conversations with JT and Low.
Hey, yo, y'all know what it is. It is time for Classic Conversations with JT and Low. And guess what? I can't even wait to do everything else. I got to do this right now. Hold on. Let's do it again.
I know.
Hey, yo, it is time for Classic Conversations with JT and Low.
And that's a cop.
No,
Yeah,
and Jose.
What up,
okay.
homie? What up, bro? As you can see, man, we got the guy back in the building. My man, Asker Cop, is in the building tonight. He showed up on us. I mean, just really just popped up on us for real. I mean, bro, good to see you, man. How you been, bro?
Good. Just finish up a project
Okay.
and just relax. Did some traveling.
Been fishing?
You know that. I've been fishing. I just went to the DR, three fishing trips.
Okay. All right. Nice. Were they biting? Were they biting out there,
They
boy?
was biting.
They were biting.
They always bite if you got the right green bait.
Hey, man, we
That's
about
right.
to get, oh, God. Hey, listen, this show is going to be,
Or plastic.
we're going to get into it pretty quickly, but this show is going to be pretty intense. And we want people to give us a telephone call, 404-500-1605. But before you do that, what I need for you to do for right now, I need for you to start hitting that button over there. You know, the button over there that gives you all the emoticons. I need for you to hit them. Keep hitting it, because when you do that, it helps our
algorithm
go straight up in the air. You dig? We need Classic Conversations to be seen, to be heard around the community, because we do have the dialogue for the community. We are the podcast that you can actually come and talk to. You can actually drive up and kick it with us. We ain't like the other ones where you got to make appointments and all of that, but don't get it twisted. We for real over here, you dig? So make sure that you, share this thing while you can. Angelo.
Yes, sir. Tell a friend, tag a friend, man. Tell a friend, tag a friend. Don't do it now, do it
right now, you dig?
Push the goddamn button. Push the goddamn button.
Boy, that's what we need for you to do. Push the button. It's the button over there that has the arrow. Just hit it, put some names at the end of it, and let it go. Need you to push that thing on out there. Angelo, how you doing, man?
Hey, man, I'm great, man. I can't complain, not one bit. Everything's been great week. Y'all know what I've had. But I want to start off. I don't know if Dwayne ever got the picture, man, but I got to shout out somebody last night. So for the first time I went to, turn me up a little bit, Dwayne. First time I went to Fume.
Okay.
Fume is a new cigar lounge, cigar bar in Douglasville.
Yeah.
You know, it's my first time actually walking in there, and it was, in surprise, they were having a cigars and conversations, men's conversation. Mm-hmm. I just walked right in on it. Yeah. So I was totally shocked. You know what I mean? And so when I walk in, the men are giving some real in-depth story. And it's crazy we're here today, man, because one of the brothers was giving a story about how he got detained and arrested in Paulding County doing a police job, stopping traffic. And the Paulding County officer, white boy, of course, took him out in uniform and put him in handcuffs.
He was in uniform?
Yeah.
Oh, he would have called his supervisor.
Hey, man, and then called, his brother is a sheriff, K9, and was trying to search the guy's car. And his brother's like, search the car. I just told you, I do K9. You know what I mean? So it's like, it was a real interesting story, man. But great meeting these guys. I met the brothers. Turned out he was a Q. His twin brother's a Sigma. And Elijah is his name. Elijah, he go by Elijah Cigars because he has his own cigar line. So JT, this cigar right here is infused with strawberry.
Oh.
So now, I told him I'm gonna start the show off with a big shout out to a man alive. There you go, right there. He got his own line called Loverboy Cigars. And he was smoking one that was red. And I said, hey, bro, where did you get that cigar from? His brother said he makes those. That's the strawberry version. He said he got a blue one, which is blueberry version. And this has got the strawberry infused I'm about to smoke today. So, but I told him, I said, man, I'm going to start the show off with a big shout out because we always try to support black business. Definitely black brothers who's doing their own thing with the cigar line. Okay. So, man,
that's what's up.
Elijah, man, there it is. Like I told you, my brother. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, man, Loverboy Cigars. He does sell them. So I told him we're going to tap in with him.
Yeah, let's make that happen for sure. Let's make that happen for sure. Y'all know the lovely lady that's been in the building for the last month or so, kind of slowly pushing the memory of Ask a Cop away. I mean, consistent. You were popping in for years, but right now you here every week, trying to push the memory of Ask a Cop right on out.
Of who? Who is that, y'all?
How you doing, young lady? How was your week?
I'm doing wonderful. My week was good. I'm trying to catch up on some sleep. I don't sleep at night.
What you be doing at night?
I do not.
You ain't sleep.
I wish it was some activities I was doing that kept me from sleeping, but no. I'm just there.
Activity-less. Take the battery out of the vibrator.
Maybe after
didn't I just say no activity? You know what? That's probably what I need to start sleeping with. Thank you. Ask a Cop.
And over to my far, far left, your far, far right. Special guest tonight that is going to get this thing popping. You know what? I practiced her name. But to keep from messing it up, I'm just going to say this is Dr. Kai. And she can give you the rest of her name. Dr. Kai, go ahead and introduce yourself and just
Yes,
give
yes.
the people a little bit about what you do.
Yes.
Go ahead.
I'm so excited to be here. I said, put me in, coach. Y'all here, y'all have the great conversations, y'all have the people coming in. So I am Dr. Kai Ianta, or because I'm here with my husband's frat brother, I'll say Kai Ianta Burks. So I'm Dr. Kai Ianta Burks. For the ones of you who listen to my podcast, you know I'm Dr. Kai Ianta. I'm a public health coach. I am here for Afro descendants. I'm the soul of public health. That means that anything Black that you need to know, it comes from me. I have an advisory board of about 14 medical doctors. We partner together. We do research for Black people. We talk about things that's important for Black people. I do a podcast called the Rhythm Notes of Health podcast. And that is, we talk about all subjects that has to do with Black people. Tonight, though, I'm so excited because I'm here to talk about, look, put me in, coach, prostate, Black men, and sexual health, which is very important, especially as we age, to just understand what is the prostate and why am I not having these erections like I did back in the day? You know, why can't I just wake up and be on like this? So we'll talk about all of that. This is just the introduction. I'm excited to be here and just talk.
See, I know when y'all was first listening, y'all was going, oh, Lord, here they go again. It's some health stuff. It's mental health. So they just going to talk about health. No. It's sexual health. So,
That's right.
Yeah, we're going to get into that. So y'all make sure you stay right here, stay tuned. But, of course, right now we have to hit a couple of hot topics real quick. Serena Williams is back. She has announced that she is coming back. She announced it on June 1st. She's actually going to play in the doubles alongside a lady named Victoria Mboko at the HSBC Championship. So she is back. She lost all that weight, and she's been working out. And
You seen her? I ain't seen her.
I hadn't seen her since.
Okay.
I saw
since
her.
back.
I like the old.
Me too.
Serena back.
Yeah,
Well, she got energy now, so it's okay. It's okay.
She's really thin.
Oh, no,
She's thin, but she still got the energy as long as she can hit that ball and still have that.
I'm
that-
talking about tennis. I'm just talking about.
Oh, you're talking about visual to the
Yeah.
eyes.
That's
of-
what he talking about.
Yeah. When
Does she have the face?
look.
You talking about male
What they
sex
call it,
hormones.
the Zempic face?
when she ran over to get that forehand and she bent over and
I thought it was somebody else this time when they saw her run. Honestly, because they showed her body, I did not think. No, I didn't see her. Well,
Really?
if you look at her face, you can tell it's her, but
Yeah.
the body ain't.
Yeah.
The body ain't
Yeah.
there because when that's a shame. That was a monument.
He said that's a shame.
Yeah. She's back though, so major shouts to her.
She's gonna keep winning.
Yeah, she's gonna come
Yeah.
back and break some more records. She's just coming back in the doubles right now. Interesting that she's not playing with her sister, but yeah, we'll dive into
But
that
she
another
retired
time.
about 2 months ago, I think. 2 or 3 months ago.
She did.
Yeah.
The
Okay.
older sister, I thought she was retired.
I didn't know she
Soccer
actually
boss, what
retired,
up, bro? Dr. Soccer boss. NBA championships. We have the San Antonio Spurs against the New York Knicks. The New York Knicks are giving Dallas Cowboy fans hope. Since the Knicks finally made it, they feel like now they're gonna make it.
Hilarious.
But real quick, we're going. Who you got? You got Knicks or the Spurs? What you got?
I hope the Knicks win, but I don't think they will. But if I had to root for somebody, it'll be the Knicks. I don't care either way. So, but
Who you got, bro?
I think I'd like to see the Knicks win because Spurs are one player away from having a dynasty that's going to last for years. As long as that kid stays healthy, they're going to be back every year.
no, they're gonna be a problem for a while.
Yeah, and they get
As long
one.
as he healthy, they're gonna be a problem for a while.
Yeah, because they got pure shooters, so it's like you can't even say that. They probably need somebody to spell them because that's what happened to a lot of those tall guys. Remember Ralph Sampson, one of the greatest college players ever. His feet let him down. A lot of the big guys, they don't stay healthy because of their feet. So if they can keep him healthy, the trophy will rest in San Antonio. And I'm not a San Antonio fan.
Big guy wasn't built like this kid though. This kid,
Yeah,
different.
that kid
This
is
kid is a cheat code.
This kid different.
He a cheat code for real. But I'm going Knicks in 6.
Really?
I don't think that these young boys is used to this. They're gonna get some old man strength. They're gonna get some old man strength put on them in this finals. I'm going Knicks in 6. If it get to 7, it's gonna be a problem. Knicks got to get it in 6. Got to steal that one tomorrow night is what they got to do. Dwayne,
Y'all
you
didn't
got,
next us. Y'all didn't next us.
You know what? I'm so used to this non-sports participant being on the table. I'm so sorry, Dr. Kai. Who you got? You got.
I really don't care. I really don't care. I just want to next one. No, really,
you want to pick on the colors?
No, really true.
The Knicks wear blue and orange.
Wait, well, don't do too much. Don't do too much. I'm actually going for a good game. Ooh.
Okay.
So no, really and truly, I'm going for the Knicks because they just the underdogs in this situation, and I like rooting for the underdogs. But I do watch from time to time when it gets interesting.
He didn't even like allow us to.
Did he not like
at all?
what?
You know what?
Because I got something to say
What is
too.
it?
Watch this. What you got to say?
I'm going with the Knicks in 6 because it sounds cute.
That was a good answer.
I thought she was gonna say she was going with the Spurs to win the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
You know what? Wah, wah, wah.
All right. Also in sports, man, y'all. I think it was 2 weeks ago we talked about the Mallet Creek High School track team where the kid raised his hand in celebration and they ended up disqualifying him. Where they actually had an emergency meeting between I forgot who actually the board of the North Carolina High School Athletic Association Board of Directors on Tuesday morning last week, and they actually reinstated their championship.
Did they
are
really?
now
That's
the
what's up.
co-champions with the team that actually won. The team that they gave it to, they gave them a co-championship.
co-champions.
Yeah, they gave them a co-championship. So
Interesting.
I didn't think that was going to happen.
Me either. I'm
Seriously,
shocked.
I was really shocked.
Well,
Really,
they had
really
to when
shocked.
you saw the kids. They showed 3 other kids in the same meet.
At
doing
least
this
3
and
other ones. Yeah.
Doing this, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
But still, I'm still surprised.
yeah.
I ain't gonna lie.
We're not going to talk about.
Because last year, remember they had the same thing. They didn't reinstate them guys. So, but
I was surprised.
good. I'm happy to hear that.
Yeah.
I'm happy to hear that. I'm happy to hear that. Were you familiar with that situation?
I'm not. I'm not familiar with that at all.
Well, basically,
Which I'm surprised that I'm not familiar with that. Like really and truly,
Yeah.
because like I really being on the black activist stuff. Like what happened? Like this not fair. But I don't know. I don't know anything about that.
yeah, basically a kid was they was running track championships. If they would have won this race, it would have made them 5-time champions,
State champion.
state champions. And right before he went across the finish line, he raised his hand up.
He did like this to
But number
watch
5.
celebration.
No, he didn't.
I thought it was a watch.
No, he put
did
number
5.
5 up. That's what
that's
some
what
people thought
it
it was just number
I
5.
thought,
Five.
okay.
He put
But that's the
number 5
narrative they
up.
put out at first.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I said, why
he
does
put
it
the
matter?
number 5
Number
up.
5 up for 5 state
Yeah,
straight, 5 straight
they
state
basically
championships.
disqualified them because he put the number 5 up, basically in celebration before he went across them. So they looked at it as taunting. But they did have the meeting, and they're actually co-champs right now. It's great that they got it, but again, we talked about it when we had it. We talked about it the first time was you take away that moment for the kids.
That's right.
Right at that moment, you
Can
took
never get
that
it
away.
back. Yeah.
It's gone.
And that was a hell of a bus ride home.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
No, but really other people do it. So right.
Yeah.
The background was the kid was told he had just won the 330 hurdles, and he was told, "Don't celebrate any more celebration. You'll be suspended."
Supposedly.
Supposedly.
Allegedly.
and then he
Right.
went and did it again, and then they suspended him.
Yeah.
So that was kind of the backstory on it,
Supposedly the exact same kid.
and the exact same judge.
Yeah.
Supposedly.
Yeah.
And as number one just put on the chat, I don't know if many of you have heard, but Peebo Bryson passed away today. We actually just got that notification right before we went live.
Yeah.
Dr. Kai actually knows him
Yeah.
personally.
Yeah.
So how do you feeling? How you feeling about that?
It hit me in my chest. Even though, like, the last time I saw him, he was like celebrating the 25th anniversary of his most people's favorite album, and it was like at a senior thing, and he performed. So he's kind of moving slow, but I was like, "Can you sing my song? I'm reaching for the sky." He sang it. I was like the only one up yelling, but it didn't matter because I'm like no music, no life, right? But that it hit me in my chest. But I was like, you know what? That's why I got to keep doing what I'm doing because he died of a stroke. Right.
Oh, wow.
And so, we know that blood not flowing right. Mm-hmm. So it's the reason that I do what I do. So because 75 is young, and anybody who thinks 75 is old is not living, but 75 is young, especially now. Black men are living to be 80 and 90 years old. So 75 is really young to be dying of a stroke.
Yep. So prayers for his family, and his friends, prayers for them for sure. I'm sure we're gonna hear a lot of Peebo songs over the next couple of days. That's
For sure.
And every
I'll
time
put
y'all
him
hear
in the
Reaching for the
rotation
Sky,
this weekend.
every time y'all hear Reaching for the Sky, think of me, okay? Because that's my song. Like, yeah.
all right.
Frank said, "Ask a cop, you can get Megan the back too." He said Megan's free now.
Oh yeah. He did us so wrong.
She's a big Megan Thee Stallion
Yeah,
fan.
Yeah, big time. Big time. Yeah, don't know.
Talented artist.
Talented artist.
That ain't the hit song that's out now, though. That ain't the hit song everybody's talking about now, though.
That was not his song.
All right, so another thing, and I know you can't speak on this much, but there was a judge, a federal judge, and a police department commander actually have just basically been caught out there having sex at the workplace. Not sure if any of you heard the tape, but hey man.
I didn't hear the tape, but I heard about it.
Hey man.
I heard about that. See, I heard about
Heard about that boy, right?
Hey man, let me tell you something.
But I did some research on that.
I know a police commander, if that was her, because of him,
Okay, let me
He been
say.
following your course.
hormones are raging.
Let me
He been
say.
following your course.
And she has too. Like,
hey.
Let me say
Ooh-wee.
what I found. One thing I looked at, first of all, I wouldn't think someone would be that slow. Okay, so for one, there was somebody carrying towels in the video that's going around. So that made me think that might have been a hotel, or they could have just changed the audio, because when I did the research, they said that people said they heard them moaning and kissing. That's what the court says.
Okay.
That people in the office heard them. So I'm kind of either thinking that somebody overlaid that story with that, with the video, or
That was a lot.
right.
It's like,
That's what I
damn.
kind of think, because it just was a little unbelievable to me that
haven't
somebody
seen
would
the
be
video.
doing that.
No, it's basically all
Yeah.
you do, you hear them. And it's somebody walking back and forth.
Yeah,
through the
but he
hall.
got
so
tagged.
was it at
Laughing
night?
and
Was it at
screaming.
night?
No,
Oh,
yeah, it's
supposed to be.
loud
In the day?
screaming.
It was
I don't believe that.
That's
Oh,
exactly
it
what I
was.
the
said,
fun
Dr.
would have been to
Kai.
be quiet,
It was.
right?
Exactly.
It was way loud.
Exactly.
Yeah,
It was
no, I don't
way
Yeah.
believe that. I'm glad you guys told me that.
Yeah.
The thing is, either way, whether it was loud, whether they were whispering, however they found out. And the thing is, you talking about two black people that are in leadership positions, basically in political positions, because of their, you're a judge, that's basically politics, and you're a police department commander. You're not out running the streets, you're actually in meetings and pretty much a politician also. How does this look for upcoming black leadership that's going to be looked upon to
Yeah.
do things like this? Is this something that could, especially we're talking about Atlanta, that could be, pushed on the upcoming that make them be seen in a lesser light?
I don't think so, because you have President Obama carried himself presidential, and not a single scandal the whole time he was in office. So I hate it I won't even speak on, because I know Kelly,
I'm sure you do.
and I won't even speak
Is that the
on.
guy? Is that the guy?
You're the
know?
guy,
Okay.
yeah. And I would say my hard wrenches for Kelly's wife, his kids, and the rest of his family, the shame he brought on him. That's not Kelly. And so I hated that to go down that way. It went down that way. But there's no way. I mean, that's one thing we have to stop doing as a people, from the good side and the bad side, is every time somebody fuck up, we're the only people where it's got to represent all of us. Because if that was the case, look at Trump. Nobody wants to talk that. They let everything Trump did gets a pass, in his past. So the same thing with Kelly doesn't reflect bad. You had Chief Turner before, that's the last black chief, and Turner was impeccable.
Yeah.
Not a single scandal.
Yeah.
But just everybody else, has been rumors and whatever. But, so it just depends on the individual. He had a momentary lapse in judgment, and it's going to cost him.
Yeah.
Hopefully it doesn't cost him to get to counsel and save the marriage. But, but Kelly's a good person.
Yeah.
That's all I got to say on that.
So I think that there's several parts to this, right? It's first the ethics of it, right? So if they're in a leadership role, the first thing that you're going to think is that they make this lack in judgment. It's unethical, right? That they're doing this in this entity. But also, as you said, that most of us bring everything as a totality of what we do, right? And some things, like you said, his personal life, his wife, that's one thing. He has to deal with that over there. His well, their leadership, then that's something separate. So one thing that they do does not encompass the totality of who they are, right? It does not encompass of I'm making a decision of this over here, right? Because like for me, I do men's health and I do women's health, right? I do a lot of things, and one thing has nothing to do with the other, but they all connect. But I think for us as Black people or Afro descendants, y'all hear me say it a lot. What we do is that because we always take things personal. If it happened to one of us, we think it's happening to all of us, right? We lift each other up really quickly, but we tear each other down really quickly. And it's only because we have these high standards of where we should be. Right. So I understand both sides. I understand the ethics side of it. It's like, oh, y'all did this. I understand the side of this is not them in totality, but I also understand the side of hormones. But get you a place that y'all can hook up personally and be secretive what y'all do. Okay, I'm done. It's all gonna come back to that.
I don't think it's gonna. I mean, let me rephrase that. I do think that it's gonna affect other people coming behind as far as trying to get into some of these leadership roles. Only reason I say that is because it's always, everything that we do is always blasted, right? And I've seen, like, maybe in the last year or 2 years, about 4 or 5 judges, female judges, that have been in some compromising positions where maybe they were not in control of their emotions or what have you. So I think that whenever our stuff is elevated, right, and it looks like it's an accumulation of people doing that, you know, and they're already in this mode of trying to take women's rights, women's jobs, I think that it will negatively affect us as a whole. It could. Let me say that it could. Again, I'm going with the accumulation of her not being the first judge in a position where she could have just made a better decision, right? Because sometimes we're in stuff for whatever reason, right? But this is decision making, one-on-one, right? Yeah. So I do think that it's going to be something that we're going to have to get past for it not to affect future judges that are trying to come into office.
Yeah, I think it will unfortunately potentially affect the judge side more so than the police officer side.
Yeah.
You know, because, you know, let's face facts. You know, she's a judge. She's a Black judge.
Yeah.
Then she's a female Black judge. You know, those are all pretty big shoes. And I think those lights are going to shine on her way more than they're going to shine on him.
Facts.
Just like right now when you see all the news media about it, you know, the only thing they're saying about her is she apologized to her staff. That's it. You know what I'm saying? But that's only because she's a federal judge. They can't release it.
She's an appointee. She's not elected official.
She's correct. She's appointed. So they can't say. But my point being, but more the focus has still been on her than it has been him. His has just been, and we think it's him, but they really been as big of a deal. But for her, they really want more information on her. You know what I mean? So I just think
it's normally okay with guys, though, right? When do those things, right? It's a guy.
It'll be at the hiring process, promoting process. It'd be like, hey, by the way, don't get caught in the judge chambers.
Yeah.
It'd be a joke.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Agreed.
But for her, it'd be way more serious.
Yeah.
So I just think it'll affect the female, unfortunately, more so than it would be the man.
And there's a history of powerful men having affers. So I feel like it's looked at differently.
Yeah.
Just in general, though, the presidents, right?
Well, we're not going to talk about that, man.
Right. Well, I mean, not this one, but a lot of them, right? That we've had to just say, okay, men, but, they might say men are being men, right? It's just a little bit more accepted.
Well, and I think she's really screwed up more so than him professionally because she's an appointed, and they tried to excuse her real quick and slap her across the wrist and say she got reprimanded, but from what my understanding, the Republican Party is pushing the fact that she sent a letter up, and with a judge, you have to be truthful in both your written and spoken word. So that may be her Achilles heel. That letter she sent up, if they can push it and she gets removed, that's when it affects everybody, because now you're going to have a judge that may not be sympathetic to our needs. And I hate it because she was she was a damn good attorney when she was with Fulton County. So it's not like you got a DI hire. She was a great individual lawyer. She brought that to the bench. And so, like I said, she has a lot of attorney to do, but hopefully she can survive it. If not, she'll go to the private sector and make a fortune.
Sure.
Yeah, you got a good point there.
You should have to pay the alimony.
You know what? Glad you're here for this next one, brother. Columbia, South Carolina. There was a young man, I think it was about 2-3 years ago. I think it was 2023, where he was actually in a store and supposedly was trying to steal some water, and he had a gun. And once he was confronted, supposedly he dropped the water and took off running. I don't know about the gun. A lot of people saying that he dropped the gun or something. But he took off running, and the father, the owner of the store, took off running after him and ended up shooting and killing him. Shot him in the back. He was actually, they had the court case and everything, and he was actually found not guilty. And it, the first thing people want to say, of course, is, "Oh man, I bet that was a white guy." Actually, it wasn't. He wasn't black, but he wasn't a white guy. He was an Asian guy. I'm glad you said that, because I was gonna mess that up. I was gonna say something.
Your brain went blank.
Appreciate you. No, I didn't go blank, but what I was going to say was not going to be correct.
Politically correct.
Yeah, I appreciate you being here again, bro. But something like this, the attorney was saying that, if a 14-year-old shouldn't be walking around with a semi-automatic pistol, acting like he's ready to use it. And because of that, he didn't say he should get shot, but he's basically saying that this is why this other man had the right to shoot him in the back. Now, the thing is, yes, kid had a pistol, shouldn't have had it, semi-automatic. I think in the state of, they said in the state of South Carolina, you have to be 18 to own a weapon or whatever. But the thing that people are saying is that the store owner said that he was afraid for his son's life, but yet he chased the kid and shot him. So ask a cop.
I'll touch on that. You left out a lot of key facts.
Yeah. I trying to get
one of the key facts was, everything you said, other than he was running, he dropped the gun. Doesn't have shit to do with the price of tea in China, because the gun was found after he killed him. Okay, so that's just one of those cases. I'll be honest with you. Unless there's something that jumps out that'll come out after the trial, there's no excuse for that. Because you have a situation where the kid didn't brandish the gun inside the store. That's been proven. It's also been proven that he didn't actually take the water in question. So the man was approaching him for the theory that he was getting ready to steal. He chased him 110 yards, it's the length of a football field, over 25-cent bottle of water, off-brand water. And not only did it, now if he would have caught him and dragged him back to the store, okay, good, citizen's arrest, but he used deadly force. Opportunity, ability, and jeopardy. But jeopardy wasn't there, which those are the things that you need for an officer to be clearing and shooting. And it also filters over to a certain extent to civilians. You have to have the opportunity. And he had the opportunity. He did have that because he did, in fact, have a weapon on him. But there was no jeopardy. He wasn't protecting a third party. He wasn't protecting himself. And you can't protect property. And the property in this case was a bottle of water. So you got to just put it exactly what it is. A 14-year-old lost his life because he ran from a scene and it found out that he didn't even commit the crime. So you got to think, in this day and age, you had a jury of his peers. I'd love to see the racial breakdown on that jury. Let a man walk for shooting a 14-year-old in the back for stealing a bottle of water. And everybody wants to push the gun, and that's what I'm saying. You fumble the ball like everybody else. He didn't have a gun on him. And they want to say, well, he was playing with the gun 2 days ago on Facebook. That man that day did not know he was playing with a gun on Facebook, and he was known to carry a gun. So if that was there, then you could put it in as evidence. But everybody's trying to try a 14-year-old after the fact. Now, if he's carrying around a gun, he's probably a piece of shit. But he didn't deserve to die for it that day. No, because all of the police stuff we have in the black community, you can 14-year-old carrying a gun.
That's kind of deep to say he probably was a piece of shit at 14.
But the fact remains,
he meant that. Did you mean
he was
that?
killed.
That's how he was killed, girl.
He was killed for absolutely no reason. He was killed for absolutely no reason, and that's what everybody messes up. You got to deal with what happened that day, and for a jury to come in and sit down, and a 14-year-old was running away, did not brandish the gun, so nobody had the idea that he had a gun on him, and you chase a 14-year-old with a gun over a bottle of water.
But he shot him in the back.
And shot him in the back. Yeah. So that part, there's no explaining it. Now, what I would hope the community does is stop stopping at that store. Run them out of business that way.
Because that's the only way people hear things is through their pocket.
And so, but I think there's no need to even talk about the gun because the gun didn't come into play. Now, if you want to talk about him being on live with the gun, did his parents fall into that? Well, yeah, because you're responsible for your kids. That's what I meant by his activities. So but that didn't mean he's supposed to die that day.
I mean, he's a piece of shit.
So if you're carrying a gun with all the blacks that have been killed in guns, that's the number one cause of death.
But he's 14.
Between 14 and 28, the number one cause of death in America for black males is homicide violence. The number one cause of death.
Right.
Latinos, it's number 2. White people, number 4. So,
but that doesn't make a 14-year-old a piece of shit just because he had. And you're doing the same thing that the jury must have did to let this Asian man off.
That had nothing to do with it.
Let me tell you what you're doing. You're judging him. You're putting him on trial for his own death. Because that's the only thing that they could do to get this man off. Talking about the stuff that he did before he came in that show.
That was deliberate bias. If you shoot somebody in the back, they're running away.
Exactly. That means they're not a danger to you.
Exactly. So you don't have jeopardy. So they let that man commit a homicide. And I don't know what they charged him with. I didn't follow it that close. I've been in and out traveling. But if they charged him with malice murder, manslaughter probably would have been more along the lines. That may have been one reason they had, but they do that. And that's one thing black leaders don't do. When people are charged, they need to, as professionals, they got all these lawyers on retainer, check and see what they're being charged with and speak out on it. Right. It's gonna sound bad, but you're gonna be like, hey, why are you charging him with you charging with malice murder when that's clearly manslaughter? Trayvon Martin, clear case of that. That was not malice murder or murder one, depends on what state you're in. No, that was manslaughter. Right. Your actions, you carried it out, caused the death of another. Slam dunk. In this case, same thing. So my thing is, that's one thing, the first thing you got to look at. They probably overcharged, so the jury was tasked with something, and if it's murder one, you have to have malice. Well, where's the malice involved? Because they never had an interaction. And then you got to have a forethought. Well, he didn't plan on going today. He didn't say, I'm going to kill a 14-year-old black kid today. So all that goes out. That's the number one way white perpetrators get away with killing of black men is through overcharging by the prosecutor's office. Now, and all these black leaders don't point it out.
I agree with you in a lot of aspects. I do believe that what Jose said is exactly what happened, is that the jury took in consideration the weapon and a black kid. I believe, because even when you look at all the media reports, every media report puts in there, and he was armed with a weapon.
Yeah, the prosecutors.
They kept every single report discussed that, and that was intentional. Yeah. It was very, very intentional to keep in mind he had a weapon. He had a weapon.
right.
He had a weapon.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And so, and I do think the jury unfortunately went in with that mindset that there's a 14-year-old with a gun. He got to be guilty, right?
Yeah,
And that's
and
how they went
they
into
were saying he had the gun.
It's unfortunate.
The prosecutors were saying that he had the gun there. The guy said that he pointed a gun at his son. But all the witnesses, like you said, all the witnesses, nobody said that they saw a gun anywhere. But the prosecutors and the accused actually said that he did have.
And shoot him in the back is it's just like somebody breaking into your home.
Mm-hmm.
Once they leave the home, they're no longer a threat to you. You're not supposed to get with
or breaking into your car.
Yeah.
Or a police officer. If you get into an altercation with somebody and he runs and you shoot him in the back, unless he was committing a forcible felony, you got issues.
Yeah. So how he got off is.
Well, my question is, as a police officer, right? And so as we're talking about the peers, so you why did you say that because he had the gun, he was a piece of shit? Like, why was that your thought process? Were you just speaking out of passion and quickly? Because to me,
passionate and quickly, really, because I see a lot of things that happen in our community. Okay, the kid was on Facebook showing off the gun. He was known to carry a gun, which doesn't matter in that particular case. But what I'm saying, in our community, we allow these kids to be predators. And then when they get up in a situation, we want to pray over them and hold mass and everything else. But the reality is his parents failed him.
He was irresponsible and immature.
No, it's not.
See, but
he was irresponsible.
No.
Exactly.
No.
I agree.
But if his parents failed him, he was irresponsible, right?
Okay, if your parents fail you, okay, you're still responsible for you. In this day and age, you're not talking about a 70s baby, a 70s 12-year-old, an 80s 14-year-old. You're talking about a modern day 14-year-old. And I put a room full of 14-year-olds together, and I guarantee they have more general knowledge than anybody in this room at that age, and they're a lot more mature. So that's a problem that's hurting our community, because we continue to let a certain element in our community, and I'm not going to use a certain term, but black trash. And they continue to taint our community, but our community's so small. We're only 12, 13%. So we want to circle the wagons around everybody. Everybody. And a lot of the people that you circle the wagon around don't deserve it. Or they go after what happened to them. Don't try to make a martyr out of somebody that can't pass a litmus test. And that's what we fail a lot of times, and that's what turns the masses away from people, because what's his name? George Floyd. I'm not even going to say what I think of George Floyd if y'all got upset about that.
Oh, my goodness.
But George Floyd. Hold on, let me finish.
Can we slide to the left?
But let me tell you.
I'm on a date show. Can we slide?
George Floyd, that's again what happened. George Floyd wasn't a person to make a martyr and put statues out there, but he was murdered in cold blood on tape, and people look at it like, that's what was wrong. Let's as a people, that's what we have to start doing, is policing ourselves. And no way was he's a martyr.
Let me just jump in real quick, because I know where this topic goes.
Right.
And I know exactly what you're saying. You know what I mean? And I don't think there's, you're not defending the fact that he was murdered. You're just saying that, sometimes people bring things.
And I'm not even saying bring it on themselves.
Kind of shed light on themselves.
George Floyd didn't do anything wrong. All he should have been cuffed, put into.
That's what I said. You're not defending the murder of either one. That's what I'm trying to say. Because sometimes I think people get things convoluted.
What I'm saying is,
I wanted to correct something that he said though about the 14-year-old.
We got so much to go over, y'all. We got so much time to learn. I don't want us to belabor.
Can I just correct him on? I just want to correct him on one thing, because he was just. I just want to go back to their level of understanding. 14-year-olds are considered on a mind when they compare to women, they're on a mind of a 13-year-old. Number one, and then number two, this is the first generation that they have said is not smarter than their parents' generation. So I just want to throw that in there when we start thinking about intellectual
I get you.
and how their mind is.
We're not talking about
I
academics.
just
We're
wanna throw
talking
that in
about
She had 10
ability
things I
and
want to
the
go. I want to
crimes
hit
and
right
shit
there, but
that you do.
I know we can't do it. We can't do
there you
it.
go.
We can't do it because I want to comment so bad. But I won't do
Yeah.
it. Go ahead.
Listen,
We gotta keep moving.
we hit our hot spots.
And it got real hot, didn't it? And you was sitting over there chilling. You taking your cigar lit like
I
ain't in
actually
this.
have another one, but we ain't going there. We're
better
gonna
reel
move
your-
on.
you better
We're
reel
gonna
your
take a
show
break,
in.
and then we're gonna come back and go over these comments, and then we're gonna let Dr. Kai talk to us.
Texas, the jury trial.
You wanna go there too?
Was that the last one?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
He ready. He ready.
Carmelo Anthony.
Yeah, Carmelo Anthony and the trial. They actually did jury selection, or they're doing jury selection. right now, right?
They're doing jury.
Yeah, that's good. We didn't go on that.
So as I said, we're gonna take a break. We're gonna come back.
Y'all,
Let Dr.
once
Kai
again, we want to
talk
circle
us
wagons
about
and celebrate a murderer. You can't do that.
We go.
Again.
Is going on? What is going on?
Hey, you
He
know
said
what?
he was gonna let it go.
We'll be back. We'll be back. Oh shit! I was Classic Konversation. Yeah. Oh shit! You still don't remember when you were
That corn, whatever
that
you're
ain't
supposed to do.
changed.
Play 10 minutes.
Say it 5,
We'll
4,
be back,
3.
y'all.
2 minutes, baby. Right back. New phone. Listen, man. I've had iPhone 11 for a long time since iPhone 11 came out.
What?
Yeah, iPhone 11, and I wore it with pride because I was like, I'm not getting a new phone every time one of these things come out.
That's fair.
You know, the whole family got better phones than me, and it's okay. So I'm at Sam's, right, and I'm unloading my cart, and my mom calls me. I put it on the speaker until I get my Bluetooth. You look in the parking lot, it was dry to the left, it was dry to the right, it was dry everywhere you could see. My phone's on the back of the trunk. It fell down in the only freaking puddle in the entire area. And that phone went face first. That joke ain't been back on since, man. It went zoop.
So Lord, I'm gonna just go and tell you something. That iPhone 11 decided it wanted to die. It jumped. It jumped ship.
Now, that is funny.
That iPhone 11 was like this. He can't keep pushing me like this.
Ready to find a studio that matches your podcast vision? Located inside Uptown Comedy Corner, our studio, just 5 minutes from Atlanta's airport, has everything you need. From high quality equipment to multi-camera setups for live streaming, we've got it all. With 15 plus years of experience, our team ensures smooth sessions with editing and post-production services at an additional cost. Plus, our competitive pricing make it easy for creators of all levels. Contact us at 404-500-1605.
Listen, man, I've had iPhone 11 for a long time since iPhone 11 came out.
What?
Yeah, iPhone 11, and I wore it with pride because I was like, I'm not getting a new phone every time one of these things come out.
That's fair.
You know, the whole family got better phones than me, and it's okay. So I'm at Sam's, right, and I'm unloading my cart, and my mom calls me. I put it on the speaker until I get my Bluetooth. You look in the parking lot, it was dry to the left. It was dry to the right. It was dry everywhere you could see. My phone's on the back of the trunk. It fell down in the only freaking puddle in the entire area. And that phone went face first. That joke ain't been back on since, man. It went zoop.
So Lord, I'm gonna just go and tell you something. That iPhone 11 decided it wanted to die. It jumped. It jumped ship.
That is funny.
That iPhone 11 was like this. He can't keep pushing me like this.
Find a studio that matches your podcast vision? Located inside Uptown Comedy Corner, our studio just 5 minutes from Atlanta's airport has everything you need. From high-quality equipment to multi-camera setups for live streaming, we've got it all. With 15 plus years of experience, our team ensures smooth sessions with editing and post-production services at an additional cost. Plus, our competitive pricing make it easy for creators of all levels. Contact us at 404-500-1605.
I just had to shake him, see how it felt. I don't like it. I'm not doing it again.
That's an actor in you.
Yeah, it might be. Yeah, maybe because the lights is bright. But give me my light. I don't need no shades to take it away. So, comments, homie. You want to rock over some of those real
No, let's
quick?
keep rolling, man. I think
All
most of them, it wasn't, everybody's kind of just chiming in.
Okay.
I didn't see that there's momentous that, yeah, we just keep rolling.
Hey, Frank, you all right?
He been commenting on here. Don't worry.
Check on Frank,
Yeah, he definitely commenting on here.
Ask a cop done showed up. I know you've been putting in
The
that
trombone
work.
player from the Commodores passed away, and the founding member of songwriter The Silvers passed away 2 days ago.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I did
Larry
hear about
Fitzgerald's father passed away. All that come from
that.
the
Football
one
player.
fan.
Yeah, Larry Fitzgerald Sr.
My mama passed away in September, but I know that's been a long time, but it's been like yesterday for me, so I just want
Ain't
to
been
say
a long
that.
time. That's-
She in here.
I know that's right.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you. Thank you.
Absolutely. Gives a whole new phrase. Here comes a judge. Yeah. Heard that one. All right. Wait.
All right, so yeah, we're gonna we're gonna get into what we actually came here for. Dr. Kai is here. She is here to talk about, sexual health and also, the hormones of a man. Lately, I'm past that 50 range or whatever. So, the first thing people want to talk about, hey man, get your prostate checked. So, it is a conversation that is happening through the black community, which I'm glad it is happening because some people are getting it done just because people keep asking them about it. So what I want to ask you, because I don't think a lot of people know, what the hell is the prostate?
That's a very good question. And I know I said I was happy to be here, but let me just say I'm so happy to be here. And as I said before, put me in, coach, because anytime that I can educate our people Afro descendants. You'll hear me talk a lot, say Afro descendants a lot, or African Americans. I'm excited to do so. So the first thing I want to say about prostate, and when you said people like this prostate is going around our community, is that prostate cancer, right, is what we mostly know about prostate. It occurs in all men, right? But we almost eradicated, meaning that it was almost gone away because we had good treatments. The men were getting their tests, and then COVID happened. So COVID happened, no one was going to get their tests done, and now the rates are back up, and now Black men are dying like at a high rate when it was about to go away, eradicated, go away, no more existence, right? Now, because of COVID, you know, it was COVID, so we wasn't going to get our test. And then after COVID, we still we don't trust the doctor because we didn't trust that test, so we're not going to get our test done. And then we have some doctors telling us that we just need to get our PSA done and not the physical test. But I'll get into that. So I'll start with what is the prostate? Is a very good question because what most men know about prostate is prostate cancer. They don't know what their prostate is, what it's used for, until it's taken away. And it's like, oh, that's what it's used for. So the prostate is like the size of a walnut, right? And it sits right under your urethra. And it is it's essential for fertility. And it helps with the sperm, with production of the sperm, and it helps with lubrication. So that's really that's all that prostate does, right? But yes, sir.
You said it helps with lubrication.
Yeah, of the sperm and moving.
Oh,
it's fluid. Fluid.
Absolutely. What the hell
we talking about the inside of the penis, not the out.
What the hell we doing lubricating?
The inside, not the out.
All right, okay. Yeah, I'm in class, man. Go ahead.
You know the thing that you need to help lubricate the lady. You know what I mean?
Okay,
you
with
me.
Okay.
You right, JT. There's no stupid questions.
Yeah, man. Lubrication. Is that for us or for the other part of the alphabet? Let me stop. Go ahead.
So it helps you with the lubrication of what you need. Like it gives fluid, right? Okay. So with fluid. And so, but the prostate does what it needs to do until it goes bad. So the older that you get, right, the prostate tends to swell or get large, right? And so as it gets large, you may have urination problems. That doesn't mean you have prostate cancer. It could be something benign. But if you having urination problems, go to the doctor, right? And also,
when you say problems, go ahead and speak on what the problem might look like.
Yes, the problem may look like you're having problem urinating.
Going
too much and not, or are you feeling the urge that you want to go, but nothing's coming out? Maybe a drip here and a drip there, right? Or maybe sometimes there's pain, or maybe sometimes there's blood. So anything that doesn't look normal, you should be going to the doctor. But that shouldn't be when you go. Men, and particularly, this is all men, but for me and for us, we're here for Black men and Afro descendants. I'm the soul of public health, right? So we're here for Black people. So Black men should start getting their prostate checked at age 50, unless there's a family history. And when we say family history, we mean granddaddy, daddy, uncle, brother, grandfather, any of those things, any of those people, then that's a family history. Then you should start at 45. Now, I have one of the doctors that I work with because he's 4th generation prostate cancer. His son is 25, and he has his son to start getting checked at 25 because he's 4th generation, right? And so for him, he wants to get a measure of where are your numbers at? Where are you, right, with the prostate? Wow. So let's just talk about the test that you should be getting done, because I'm on the panel with a lot of doctors a lot of times, and we talk about these tests. And so I have doctors that don't look like us that are telling our Black men the only test that you need is your PSA. And the PSA is when they take your blood and they check your numbers, right? And let me just say this: if you're gonna get a test and you don't want to get the other test, then get the PSA, because that's better than not having a test at all. Right. But as Black men, what the urologist said, who's a part of my panel, who is Dr. Fussell, you'll hear me talk about him a lot. He's out of Macon, but Dr. Fussell tells me all the time, make sure that the black men know that they need to be getting the physical test. That means getting the finger test, right? But look, and I always tell people, when we get our breasts like smashed, that don't feel good. Like it hurts every time, right?
Exactly.
So this little 2 seconds finger test,
The thing that most men are gonna say, y'all get a little practice. Because
what?
We're touching on y'all breasts all the time.
Well,
We're not touching on them that hard.
Nobody smashed my breast like this.
I know, not as
Exactly.
hard.
They literally smash.
Not as hard.
smash
Not as
him.
hard. But ain't nobody touching us at all.
Well, some men, yeah.
That's what I was talking about. The lubrication part. See? Well, I was like, the lubrication part. What
Some
are we
men-
talking about?
some
But
men-
yeah. Go ahead.
But really and truly, you really have stuff that come out of you that's larger than that. So that finger for that small
Exactly.
by 5 seconds, right? And the importance of that is, the urologist said the importance of that is because they need to feel around to see the smoothness of your prostate. Is it smooth or is it rigid? Meaning, if there's rigidness, meaning that we need to see it's not the size it's supposed to be, it doesn't feel like it's supposed to be. So sometimes your PSA will come back good, but the feeling that the doctor is feeling does not feel good. And so he's gonna say, let me get some more tests done. So the important thing that I want you to remember about this part of the prostate is that get screening early, 50, right, if there's no history. But if there's a family history, start at 45. If you want to start early to get a baseline, start earlier. Start at 45. And then make sure that you're getting the PSA test as well as the physical test. Is everybody clear on that part of the PSA?
How often, though, if you've done the physical and the PSA, how often are they saying now that you should get one or both?
You should, every year you should be getting
still annually?
Annually. Every year you should be getting a physical, because a lot can happen in a year, right? That's 12 months, right? So every year, let's just say every year everyone should be getting a physical, men and women, right? And in your physical, you should be getting your PSA done and that PSA and that physical test, which is the finger test, once a year.
So why get the PSA if you're gonna go and get the physical?
Well, you need both. You actually need the blood. The PSA is the blood part, right?
Right.
And then the physical part is, remember, because with the physical part, you can feel smoothness, rigidness, if it's enlarged, if it's small. So you can't feel that with the blood. With the blood, it's just saying, what is in your blood? What are your numbers? What are your PSA number, right? Your prostate numbers, right? But with the physical test, you're actually feeling as well as, because sometimes your numbers can be good, but again, your prostate can be enlarged, right? So if it's enlarged and the numbers didn't catch that, the doctor may say, oh, I want you to get some additional tests. Maybe I want you to get an ultrasound or something of that nature. So it's a check and balance of both. As Blackpink, we say, know your stats, right? And so in order to know the next year where you are, you got to have a foundation of where you started. So if you start one year and say, oh, yeah, doctor, when I went last year, I was at a 1, right? Now I'm at a 3. Well, last year was at a 1, you were at a 3, so that means that your prostate has gone up. So now you want to start having conversations with your doctor as to, why did my numbers go up? Is it because I'm getting older? Is it something else that I need to figure out about, right? Why did this happen?
Right.
Okay.
No.
Why did this happen in this way? Why did the numbers change? And the only way to know that is to have your baseline of where you are and write it down. And I tell people all the time, you spend more time with your body than anyone else. So you're with your body more than the doctor. So the has to be a partnership between the doctor and you. And what does that partnership look like? The partnership looks like, doc, these were my numbers last year. You gave them to me. These are my numbers this year. Where should I be and what do I need to do, right? The partnership should be like, doc, you gave me this test last year. Everything was fine. But at home, sometimes I feel like I got to go urinate and I can't. Nothing comes out. So the partnership looks like, this is what I'm experiencing at home. This is what you're seeing here doing the physical. And how can we partner together so that I can live a long time? Because I really get angry, really and truly, my husband tell you, I get angry when a black man is dying of prostate cancer. That means he just didn't go get his test done, right? So these things are preventive these are preventive measures that we can take with prostate and where our numbers are and where we are. So I wanted to just make sure that we talk about those things before we get into the sexual side, because the prostate is something that can cause you to not be able to have sex.
Okay.
Okay, I have a question about it. And this is one thing that I think President Obama was trying to do, but I'm going to ask you as a black doctor. Do you think one of the reasons why we have a high number of deaths in the black community is because there's no free health care like it should be in America?
Well, yeah, because they're underserved communities and we don't have access to all things like most do. But sometimes we do have access and we just don't go, right? Because of fear, right? Because I tell people I went to Tuskegee. The Tuskegee experiment is a real thing. People have fear. People don't trust, right? So they trust me. I look like them. I don't have no stake in the game. I'm a doctor in public health. I'm not a medical doctor. So I have no reason to just tell you something that isn't the truth, right? So it's a trust thing, but yes, free health care, we all should be having it. It will help, but you can have free, and you can have. Hey, listen, a lot of black men have insurance and they don't go.
Facts.
Right. I don't need to go, right? So that's why I often tell a lot of women to tune in, because women get their husbands to go. Studies show that men that have a wife or has a constant female in their lives live longer. And that's because the woman is on them. Go to the doctor. Why are you doing this? I noticed this. I noticed everything about my husband. It drives him crazy. He'll be talking about don't public health me all the time. It's like, but I'm like, well, wait a minute now. Why are you drinking all that water? Like, I literally just, not that I'm just watching him, but if I see something I'm paying attention to, is like, hey, let me get him a doctor's appointment, right? And that's what we need the women for. But men have to take responsibility, as you talked earlier, about their health and just about getting that PSA and getting that those two things done, the PSA blood as well as the physical part.
So let me ask you a quick question. Why do you think that doctors have started going away from doing both and offering the PSA versus the physical? Why is that a thing now?
That's a very good question. One of the things is that I'm going to talk about the doctors first. And so some medical doctors, it just really want you to come in because some money is better than no money, right? That's a real true thing. And the doctors that are on my panel, they take a holistic approach. They are really clear and transparent about what they have to do in order to get funding and all those things. So some of the reason when it comes to the doctors,
medication, Terramolison.
that's, the reason I take it personal when I'm on the panel with doctors, because they don't look like us, right, is that they literally say this to us and they know that we're dying at the highest rate, right? So if you know that we're dying at the highest rate, then why are you telling us this? But one of the main reasons is that a lot of black men don't want to get that test done. Right? So because they don't want to get that test done, it's like, well, we got to get them to get a test done. So at least come in and get the PSA done. So if I have a health fair, or if I'm involved in a health fair, they're probably going to have somebody there to do your PSA, because at least you're going to get some number in, and we'll get you guys to come in and get their done. But if your numbers are high from that PSA, then we want to tell you to go and get the physical. But I always tell black men, because it's what I'm advised by the urologist on my panel, is to get both done.
Okay, a couple of quick questions for you. The fear, and maybe you could probably, when you talk about men not wanting to go to the doctor, is it, from what some people that I know, and from me too, when I didn't go a lot, was the fear of knowing that something is actually wrong? Because when you know something is wrong, sometimes it messes with you mentally. If you don't know anything is wrong, if you keep acting or just pushing through, then it doesn't bother you as much. Have you ran across that?
Yeah, no, absolutely. I run across it all the time. But avoidance does not resolve, right?
No, it doesn't.
You can put stuff under the rug. You can put it under the rug. You can sweep it under the rug. And that rug's going to keep piling up and up and up. Just because you don't deal with it does not mean it's not going to go away. Hence is why the numbers are going up and black men are dying. Because it's like, I'm just not going to deal with it, because if I don't know, it's not going to bother me. Well, but it's going to kill you.
Yeah.
Because now you're in stage 4.
I learned about it when I was in the military. There were, my first duty station, I was in California. This was back when the outbreak of AIDS happened. in the military, they called it HTLV-3. Put everybody in one platoon together. You got tested and they found out you had it, everybody was over there. There were guys that actually would not go get tested because they were scared to find out if they had it.
Yeah.
I mean, I was 19 and I saw this from older cats that was in the military. And I've noticed that, I know for a fact a lot of athletes don't like going to the doctor because they don't want to know that they can't go play. Or
Yeah,
can't
of
go
course.
Whatever. And I've seen that same thing come over into this type of thing, your prostate and all that type. Because I was one. If you could take my blood, take my blood. I wouldn't, But then I actually had a scare. I actually did piss out blood. And I was 46. Was I bald headed yet?
He said, "What is that bald head?"
I cut my hair when I was 45. That's why I can't. But yeah, and that's what got me into making sure to get it done or whatever. So yeah.
No, thank you for that transparency.
50 is a good number, but I feel you should look at it
earlier.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
42, 43 range. You need to start looking at
Agreed.
it because, and it was out of nowhere. I just went. I was at my mom's house of all places. Man, I was like, what the?
Yeah.
All types of thoughts. But yeah, I had to have a
What was
biopsy
her
the whole
name?
nine.
That one of what her name was? That one of
Yeah. The girl I was dating at the time, she was there with me. And I'm
Nah,
like,
that ain't what he said.
first thing I started thinking of
Was her
was, who
psychological?
in the world gave me this?
Like, was that psychological?
Or who gave me this? No, I've been faithful.
But
Was it my girl? Damn. But then,
But I'll
I
add
had
something
a
to
biopsy and everything.
that. I'll add something to that. You don't always have a slowdown in production performance. I didn't. And I got prostate cancer. And I had to go through the whole procedure where they put that.
How old were you?
I got diagnosed with it. I was in my 50s. And basically what they did, then you think the finger's a problem. Then they got this other thing. It sounds like a staple gun going on. And the motherfucker lie to you and tell you it's not going to hurt. I want to slap the shit out of his ass when it was over. But basically,
That's not the finger, though, y'all. That's not the finger.
Staple gun? What they do with the staple
it's
gun?
like this thing. It basically takes tissue samples off the prostate.
That's correct. He got a biopsy done.
And that shit's painful like a motherfucker.
Sound like it.
But
Yeah.
it saved me because I do have cancer. But it's a minuscule amount. And so, one shout out to the black doctors out there. White doctor wanted to cut it or nuke it. It's a minuscule amount. Black
Which
doctors,
is a small amount.
yeah, small amount. It's like a not even a pin size. They check it. My PSA levels, like you said, you have to track it. And if it spikes, mine have actually dropped. I still have it, and then monitor it. And once a year, I got to be tortured. But it's worth it because you keep, because I didn't have any slack up in performance. I still don't take a pill.
Well, you're blessed.
As good once as I ever was.
Can
You're blessed.
I get you to go into detail just a second about this stapler? Like how big?
It
No,
wasn't a
seriously.
stapler.
So
That
I know
shit-
we know it
that
wasn't a
shit-
stapler, but
Yeah, that
I'm just
shit is
saying
like-
just so
it's
some
like
of the
it's-
young men understand
it's-
the next level.
It's painful.
Comments.
It's painful.
I'm late,
But-
talk about a staple gun.
No, but that's what it is. It sounds like a staple
Yeah,
when you're
but-
there. They numb you down and you're sitting there and they got a motherfucker talking to you and the doctor lying his monkey ass off. Oh, it's not gonna hurt. It's not gonna hurt. That shit hurts, but you gotta get it done because if I hadn't done that, my PSA levels were up there. I'm healthy. He's asking me, am I having any problems? I'm like, no. And so I didn't think anything was wrong. They checked it. I went in, they did the biopsy, and that's the worst feeling in the world when you get a call back from Kaiser because they don't call you back. So I had to come in, and then to make it so bad, they had the nerve they're gonna make me wait 2 weeks to hear. I said, "Oh hell no! I got to come in because it's stress." And so when you go in, you find out. Luckily, he's actually moved on from Kaiser now. He's a North Carolina doctor, but the first doctor I went to was just like cut it, nuke it, be done with it, boom, and you get this, you have a healthy life. Hey, hold on, cowboy.
Yeah. But he didn't look like you. Like
Yeah,
you
he didn't
said.
look like me. Black doctor came and said it's a minuscule amount. We'll keep monitoring. You can wait till you 70, 75 and then take it out. And that's what I'm doing. So
If need be. Because your
need
numbers
be,
might be good.
So that's what it is. But if you don't go and you're terrified about this, terrified like that, you got to go. Yeah. And it hurts like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
But it's one of them things you got to do.
Vic just said it. He said he got it done. He said it hurt.
Yeah.
And then you're going to piss blood when you have sperm come out. It's going to have blood for about 3 or 4 weeks.
But you're here to tell us about it.
Right. But he's talking about, guys, you got to go get the test, not the test he got. You got to get that test if you don't get the first test.
PSA,
if you don't get the first test, then you get the stapler.
PSA is very
possibly.
Watch this. Look. There's a camera over there. She looking at the TV.
PSA is real important. PSA is real important. And I have an enlarged prostate, but it hadn't affected. That's why you can't go by just because you can have perfect performance, and the issue comes in is when your account's high and you gotta get it. You gotta get the test. Because if I wouldn't have got the test, I ain't got no problems. Because he kept on asking, you don't have any problems? You don't have this? I didn't have any of the symptoms. But I turned out I did have cancer. Yeah. So you got to check on that.
I like that you said
still have cancer.
It's not
I'm
performance.
Living with it.
Yeah, but I like that you said that, performance has nothing to do with it. You're correct, right? Mm-hmm. What happens with the performance is when you have to start having all these things done and your nerve is damaged and all that. But initially, no, it's kind of like the hypertension thing, except you may have the blood, right? It's kind of like the hypertension thing, which we're going to talk about, but it is very important that because you went and got your test done, your yearly exam.
Well, no, I actually, when I retired, I was SWAT, everything else, worked out, ran, great blood pressure. My blood pressure is still 120/60.
Oh, that's real good.
And so, I work out. And so I was having no problems. And he said, "Oh, we're going to go ahead and run this. I finally got you in here," and they ran it, and voila. And so if I wouldn't have done that, it's not. I'm monitoring. Basically, if it keeps going to where it doesn't have an effect on me.
That's correct.
But I'm telling you, people, I'm not saying you got to, but it's good to have a doctor that looks like you.
Absolutely.
It makes a difference. Because the first doctor didn't look like me, and he just said, real cold, he just came in, we have 2 options. You can cut it out or we can nuke it. Chemo. And what it is, they basically burn it till it doesn't work anymore, or they cut it out, and that stops your performance. I said, dude,
he's going to get more money.
I said, I did not, exactly. I said, I did not wait until I goddamn retired to fucking that ain't one of the above. I ride this shit out for 5 months. That's what my attitude was for it. But when I went and I changed doctors, talked to the doctor, wonderful. Sat me down. He said, we're going to check it again to make sure. And every year, every 6 months, I have to go in and get that. It hasn't grown. So I'm carrying cancer, but it's a small amount.
Yes.
And you have to deal with
404-500-1605. You got a question for the doc. In regards to the prostate that we talking about, not the prostate, but about this. Yeah.
No, the prostate.
Give us a call real quick.
Though. Quick recap, Nash. I saw you just asked the question. What she said earlier before you chimed in was get the blood test, but she said you also have to get the physical test done. I didn't get the physical test done recently because my doctor said we can just do the PSA. Which one you want? So I'm gonna take that option all day long. You give me that choice. Yeah. That's why I asked that question earlier. I just haven't have a physical tomorrow. So now I gotta go talk to this doctor tomorrow about. Oh Lord, have mercy.
Go get it, man.
What color?
Show me.
Well, what color is your doctor?
What I heard yesterday. No, he looked like me.
Okay.
I don't know no other way to rock on that.
Okay.
Stuff.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's good.
Microphone.
Yeah, I got one. I got one tomorrow. So, but yeah,
just get both done.
I was appreciative of the PSA.
Yeah. But you got
I gotta get this done no more. Oh yeah. I do mine mine consistently.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Good. So, in regards to like diet and exercise, so that's help.
So we're gonna get
prostate. We're gonna get to that.
So first of all, y'all can loosen up a little bit. Y'all got real tense, we dying.
Everybody clenched up like a mother.
I wasn't clenched.
I was clenched. Oh yeah. But he said stapler. I was like, oh fuck.
But I know that's not what it is, but it sounds like a stapler.
We got you.
But cutting little cuts. chunks out.
But listen, but
Frank-
before
Sound like a stapler stick.
Frank said you about to get the steak.
No, sir.
Tell you, boy, I know people saw me going up and
Don't
down.
put that on me.
Yeah.
As I clenched, I raised up in this seat. I was like, every time you get to talking about
How
it,
big
man.
is his knuckles?
Calvin, he was talking about two different things. When you go get the test, that's gonna
I'm
be
bigger than knuckles.
right. That's gonna be your doctor with the
Isn't that
knuckles,
quick?
right?
Very
But
quick.
he's saying once he had to get a biopsy because his test came back that something was wrong. Now you get the stapler. So that's why we saying.
Yeah.
And it's
Go
not a
before
stapler.
that. Go right, but stapler sounds good. I tried to get him to describe
Well,
it, but he didn't
that's how the
describe
doctor
it. But
described it.
stapler
It's this
sounds
white
good.
thing that comes in on the end of it.
And it's
a
chopping
snip,
some of your
and it-
meat.
yeah, they
Okay?
target areas.
Keep that in
From,
mind, young men. It's
ultrasound.
chopping some of your meat. So just
You are not making
get
this
the
thing
finger
better.
test.
At all.
It's not that they're not putting it.
Because they gotta
Sexual
understand
health.
this what comes if you
I'm
don't
so
want to get the
tired.
finger.
I'm so tired
So
of
get the
clenching.
finger.
Oh, I see.
So you ain't got to get the stapler.
You see, she's
That's
just
all
been
I'm
extreme over
saying.
here to say, get it done over here. So
I get what you're saying, but good Lord. She emphasizing like a mother.
let's see if that works.
I would. It would make me.
But before we move on to the fun but not fun, but fun part, I just wanted also to say to make sure that you're getting your colonoscopy done because colonoscopy is the most preventable cancer. If the gastroenterologist, and that's the person who takes care of your colon, sees something, they snip it, they burn it, it's over. But if you don't go get it and you're eating all these red meats and all these bad things and you're not getting it done, and you should start, all Black people, men and women should start at the age of 45. Because we have the highest rates of all things because we don't go and because we don't trust. But you trust my face. So I'm telling you, get your colonoscopy done so you can know your stats in all things and have so you'll know where it was. How often do I need to go? Do I need to go 10 years? Do I need to go 5 years? What did they find? What should I be eating? Am I eating enough fiber? We're not going to get into all of that, but I just never want to be in front of, have the microphone and not say that, right? And to also say, to make sure that you're taking a multivitamin because you're not getting as much as you need in your foods. In the morning time, you should be taking a multivitamin and your vitamin D3 because none of us have enough vitamin D3 in our bodies. And at night, you should be taking some magnesium. This is very important. I got into public health because I started doing research with vitamin D. So the deficiencies of these vitamins is what causes this cancer to get in. You can get enough in the foods, but we're not going to eat enough of the foods. So just make sure in the morning you're taking a multivitamin. If you're over 50 men, if you take a 50 plus men's vitamins, or women, if you're over 50, nobody pays me to say what vitamin to take. So whatever kind you want to take, but make sure you're taking a vitamin D separate of the multivitamin, and then at night use some magnesium. Now there's several different kinds of magnesium.
Included, correct.
If you want to know which one you need to take for whatever your ailment is, I have them all pinned on all my social media page, and my social media page is the color black, the color pink, ORG. So it's BLACKPINK ORG. And I have it pinned up there, and it has all the different magnesiums so you don't feel overwhelmed and you know which one you need to get. It helps with anxiety. It helps settles you down. It helps with your acid reflux, all those things. So go on there and see which one that you need. And I don't tell you guys anything that I haven't done research with alone or with another medical doctor that's a part of my Black Pink panel. So all these things are proven. They work. I get emails from people all the time saying, thank you. Like, I didn't know. I felt intimidated. Thank you for just making it plain, making it simple. So now let's get into the fun part.
Wait,
Now that I'm done.
wait.
Okay, go
You
ahead.
talking about them vitamins? I got to holler for my cigar smokers and the drinkers out there. Is there a stronger vitamin that we need to take?
Yeah, you need to take the vitamin, but don't smoke so much and don't drink so much.
Hey, thank you.
You take withdrawal vitamins.
smoking
Because I was
cigars,
gonna say we ain't had
having
time enough to tell them all the vitamins.
having drinks or whatever. Is there a strong one that we need
Hey,
to take?
listen,
or
you know,
whatever?
let me tell you what I tell people because the world is very stressful, right? And I literally tell people to do things in moderation is what I say, right? If you, like, for instance, I tell people, if you know you had a drink yesterday or you know you had some chips yesterday, then don't have no chips tomorrow. because you had them yesterday. You know you had a burger,
Right.
1 week, don't have a burger the next week. Just do things in moderation. You know the things that you do and, your vices and what you should be doing. So I'm going to say do things in moderation. Is that clear?
Sounds like a plan.
Fair enough.
I'm good then.
And no processed meats.
That's
Yeah.
correct. That's correct.
Yeah.
Please, and thank you. Processed foods, period.
Yeah.
They're all bad for you, but that's not what this show is. But if you guys follow my Blackpink ORG, like I have a podcast called The Rhythm Notes of Health, and we talk about all these individual subject matters, myself and all Black doctors. Most of them went to HBCU, big shout out. But some I went to PWIs because we love them too. But we talk about things for Black people, and I don't let them use a big word like don't nobody know what that means, right? They have to break everything down. So you can always go to my Blackpink ORG YouTube, and it has all of the podcasts that are on there. So let's get to the phone part. Let's talk about these
when you see me
erections.
laughing sometimes because I'm reading these comments.
yeah,
I don't
they
think I'm
been
laughing
fun.
what you're
Oh.
saying.
Yeah, you gotta understand our crew, our fans.
They
different.
cutting up.
And people
Something
like
terrible.
Frank gets a nap during the day right before our podcast. When he gets on here, he's fresh.
He's ready.
Said he gonna have a lobster roll in y'all tomorrow.
He gonna eat it in
It will
moderation.
be in moderation.
He's just so dirty.
Did you see what they said about the stapler?
Yeah, I saw that.
Oh, my
He talking about
goodness.
Lo gonna get the power drill. That don't even sound right. First of all,
Pause.
double pause. You know what I mean?
Okay, so now we're moving on to the, like you said, the fun part.
The fun part.
The part that we like.
So, are you good
sex.
before we move on? Are you good?
Yeah.
Can we keep moving, or we need to take a quick break for you?
Go. How long is this next one gonna be? An hour?
It's gonna be the final one, so you gotta.
You see what I'm saying?
I
It's
think
that-
we should
Before we
probably-
talk about sex.
Yeah, so we can go a whole hour. We're gonna go an hour.
we ain't going an hour. Yeah,
Oh,
about
okay,
that.
we good. I'm
You
good. then. Yeah, if we not gonna go
We
an
don't,
hour.
we don't want to.
Good, Dwayne.
We want the folks see you walking away.
Hey, because
Hey.
they be holding people hostage.
Just roll out.
Yeah, let's talk about this sex stuff. That's what people want to get into.
Yeah,
That's what the people want to know.
Talk about sex.
That's right. My highest rated, like people try to act like they don't want to talk about sex, particularly women, but my highest rated podcasts are the ones where we talk about sex. And we do it with the medical doctors. We do it with the mental health doctors because you have a roadblock when it comes to sex, especially women, right? So we talk about that with the women. We talk about that with the men. People try to act like, I don't want to talk about it. It is the highest, all of my podcasts, the highest rated ones are the ones where we talk about sex. So people want to know.
Yeah.
They want to be shy about it, what they want to know. So, we talk about it and it helps educate. Men will tell me, help my wife. She don't want to have sex all the time. And so then I help the wife get their hormones balanced and they'll come back to me and say, you got my wife wanting sex all the time. Well, that's what you say. Now you need to just match her fly by you getting balanced as well, right? Because it's really a little bit of both of y'all. So,
Interesting.
yeah, let's get into it. Like, yeah.
All right, rock on there. So,
I
you
Oh, go ahead.
hit it right there. Is there such a thing as too much sex?
There's not such a thing as too much sex. As a matter of fact, the doctor says if you don't use it, you will lose it. Because the penis is a muscle.
Do you have a live demonstration? Man, you right. You must have had a long nap today, Frank. God, he rolling.
Tell Frank to come on here and we can use him as the demo.
Hilarious.
Right? Frank, what a
Very
demo.
much. Okay, so if you don't use it, you lose it.
That's right. Because the penis is a muscle, right? And it can become sluggish, right? All those things. But what I want to talk about is the 3 things that you need for an erection. Do y'all know?
and
2 titties.
That's right, desire. That's one of them.
Serena Williams or Megan Thee Stallion.
Desire. And that's
Oh,
funny.
Serena, right? Not
Everybody
Miss
is
Serena.
talking about
Oh, Serena.
desire, the third of the 3 things what you need for an erection. So the 3 things that you need is blood flow.
I was going to say blood flow.
Okay,
I
yeah.
promise.
Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
It's okay.
You
No,
wanna
go
give
ahead.
another one? You want to give another one?
Dang, no, that was
it's
the one
3.
that I was thinking
Oh,
about.
the blood
was-
flow? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. So who knows what the other one is? We know desire is one. one because everybody talked about that. Who knows what the third one is? Don't you?
Blood.
I'm not even looking. I'm sorry.
Stimulant.
Desire.
It's nerve. Your nerve.
Okay.
So what you need is because that's how y'all feel. It's from the nerves. It's how you feel in the penis, right? So it's the blood flow, the nerve, right, and the desire. Those are the three things that you need to have an erection. Men, that's what you need to have an erection, right? So when men stop having erections, right, some of the reasons is because you're diabetic, your blood pressure, and you have increased cholesterol. So today when I was talking to the urologist, because I always talk before I go on a podcast, like, what is it that you want me to tell them? Because research is always changing, right? And one of the things that he told me that I didn't know before, he said that when you talk about blood flow, your penis, men, is a barometer to what's going on and how your blood is flowing, because the vessels in your penis are smaller than in your heart. And so if the vessels are not, if you're not getting an erection, that means that blood is not flowing there, then there may be something else going on in your body. And I was like, what? I didn't even know that. Like, we've never talked about that. We didn't talk about it on the podcast or anything. But your penis being a measuring stick, if you will, right? Barometer to how you're doing, how the blood.
Literally. Got you.
And the more that you
I was
know.
trying not to laugh, but I couldn't.
Y'all got to understand these things.
That was literally what it is. But go ahead.
So, and also with the blood flow is that if you're pre-diabetic men, is that you've already started with damage, right? You've already started with damage with your penis. So make sure that you know what I said, Black Pink said, know your stats, know your numbers. So make sure that you're getting your blood pressure checked, under control. And men, let me say this. So when you have to be put on blood pressure pills, and you have some pills that, it's going to keep you not have the blood flow and you don't have an erection, talk to your doctor, because the doctor can switch it out and give you one that doesn't cause this problem. So I have a lot of Black men say, I ain't even taking that stuff because this is what happens when I take it. But if you tell your doctor, remember I talked about the partnership, if you tell your doctor, then your doctor will switch to another kind that doesn't affect you in that way.
So can someone that's taking blood pressure pills that's affecting them that way then use the other pills to bring them back?
Well, no, but you can just change them. You can just change those blood pressure pills and get one that's going to work with bringing your blood pressure down, but not cause you to not be able to have an erection. You just have to talk to your doctor about it.
Why would they make a pill that causes that?
Because they worried about your heart. And you
Right.
having a stroke and having a heart attack and dying. So
Right.
No,
they're not thinking about your. Yeah, right. Why would they do that? Right.
No, one pill you're saying can affect you in another way. Is that what you're saying? What?
That's correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm about to say.
Doc,
I say that every other week though.
We know you do.
Right.
Yeah, because some men don't take their blood pressure medicine because they say that they can't get an erection from it instead of going back into a
I know
doctor.
several guys. I know one. I got a cousin that refused to take pills, but yet every other week you in the hospital because your blood.
I was about to say he's
I
gonna
ain't
die.
take no pills.
I can tell you-
I'm like, boy, you crazy.
He's
You
gonna
rather die?
He's gonna die.
Yeah.
I was
Doc.
saying you rather
He's
die.
gonna die.
That's crazy.
Yeah, he's gonna die
crazy.
sooner than
Stroke
than
out
what he
one.
should.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, Doctor, I can add to that a little bit. This is my PSA levels. And my PSA levels dropped. And I have cancer and they dropped. But the number one thing was being pre-diabetic. I was pre-diabetic, and that was in 22. My chart to show you. And everything was high. I hadn't had any lack of performance, so I'm thinking everything's good. But when I found out I was pre-diabetic and he told me about those pills and what the side effects of it was, I changed my diet. And that's what a lot of people don't realize. A lot of this stuff is turned with the diet. And
See, now I like you again.
Yeah.
See, me and you, we back on a good. Me and you,
Cleated
we
magazine.
good now.
He changed it to that, people.
Yeah. Like the cleated magnesium that actually helps you, and sleep and everything else. But the main thing I want to say about that, I got a Concept 2 rower, and I'm not a sponsor for them. But anytime I watch TV and sporting events, I row. And that's why my blood pressure at my age is 120 over
Right,
60.
you're moving. moving. You're moving.
And with the diet, it's the same thing. So that's why I'm able to keep cancer under control.
Somebody
And
said
that's what
that you got to keep moving.
You got
Somebody put that up there.
20 minutes a day.
National.
Like, I told y'all that my mom, well, first of all, 4 years ago, next month, my dad passed, and he and I were very close. And I just thought that I knew he had cancer. I knew he was going to die, and he and I had talked about it. And I thought that, okay, I know Dad's going to die. We're going to be good. Me and him going to talk. But 3 months after he died, I didn't want to leave my room. I didn't want to get out the bed. My husband became my enabler. You go, you want to eat in the room, and you go, right? Then I started having back pains because my muscles are now like, oh, girl, you're not going to move around. Then you don't need us, right? So now they become sluggish. Remember that if you don't use it, you'll lose it. So I always tell people that my dad's death paralyzed me, right? But then my mom died 3 years after that, which I never thought would happen. 3 years after that. But when my mom died, I knew that my mom was proud of me. I knew what my mom wanted me to do. And I knew that my mom would not want me to now be paralyzed from her death. So for me to manage grief, I have to get up in the morning workout. If I don't get up in the morning workout, I'm a spiral. Like, there you go.
Girl.
Just everywhere, right? So I have to work out for my mental health, right? I should also say that when my dad died, I had to get into therapy. And the therapist like, you know what? I'm going to help you get to that bridge and be able to go over it. I said, okay, lady. But she did. Because I wasn't even able to talk about the deaths, right? Unless I got into therapy. So I always tell Black people that, hey, listen, if you go to the dentist for your teeth and the eye doctor for your eyes and for your mind, go to the therapist. Because we got a lot of trauma, right? They talking about trauma bonding. We was brought over here in trauma. It's on our DNA, right? So we have to make sure that we talk to someone to help us maneuver. How do you get past this, right? The cancers. How do you get past, like, I got this cancer, I'm gonna die, oh my gosh, what do I do, right? You talk to a trained professional that has the tools to give you to be better. So I wanted to make sure that I said that. So I get up every day and I work out. And on Sunday, I do yoga, a live yoga class. Now, I'm very disciplined, so I don't have to go to the gym. People got to go to the gym. I do everything from my iPad. Like, I pay for this service and I get on here and I do it, right? And then same for the yoga. I don't need an audience. I just need me. I'm motivated in that way. So I'm moving. But also, I try and play tennis, right? When my beautiful knee, who's carrying all my memories, don't bother me. So you have to keep moving. Walking, doing something at least 20 minutes a day, right? Because really and truly, if you think about it, we're all animals, the highest form of animals. The human beings, we're the highest form of animals because we can walk and talk and do all these things but we're really animals. And the animals in the wild, right? How do they move around all the time? That's why they live for so long. But we don't do that. We're the highest form of animals, the smartest, but we just sit our butts down and watch TV all the time. Get to moving. When you're talking about that pre-diabetes, it is your body saying, hey, listen, you're eating the wrong foods, you're eating too much sugar, you're eating too much salt, and my pancreas is becoming sluggish, right?
That's what that says. The number one thing, cutting sugar out.
Cutting it out, right? And drinking some water. That's important. Or eating some water. I always tell people, if you don't drink your water, eat your water. Not just watermelon, cantaloupe, right? All the fruits that hold water. I say, if you don't like to drink the water, then eat your water. But you got to get some hydration into your cells and your bodies, right? So when we were talking about the 3 things for erections, we were talking about the blood flow. So everybody clear on that blood flow and how to keep it going. Keep your blood pressure together, your diabetes numbers together, and your cholesterol together. Because that's going to cause you not to have an erection. And then one of the other things is nerve. And so with the nerve is that happens if you have prostate cancer. They may have to cut you and cut your prostate out. They may cut a nerve, right? You said time out. What happened? Not what you talk about. You feel like it was doing something, but that's not doing that. But if your nerve is damaged, right, then that's going to cause you not to get an erection, right? And then the desire. The desire is your testosterone levels. Now, what y'all just said to me when the moment you was talking about Megan and you said what you said, I know y'all testosterone levels are good. But a lot of men are not good. And the older that you get, remember when you were young and you were just around here, just whoever want to have sex, you was going to have sex with them. right? 2-3 times a day. You know, you went to college, like I was with this girl this morning, I'm with somebody else tonight. You got this high testosterone, right? Y'all know.
Good times.
Y'all see? But what if I told you life can still be that way?
What you told me? What now?
Life can still be that way.
Talk to us.
That's my point. You don't have to, because you aged. You don't have to now give up. Now I know y'all don't need to be trying to want sex like you wanted back in the day, 2-3 times a day. But you can have sex every day, right? At this age, it don't have
3-4 times a week. Yeah.
A lot of men, that's good. Mm-hmm. But you can have it 7 times a week, really and truly, because a lot of men say, hey, listen, I had a man to tell me, and he is a celebrity man, who said sex was overrated.
Bullshit.
I said, well, Ludacris says, because you're just not doing it right. That's what I told him. Ludacris said. But really and truly, technically, he don't have no testosterone. It's gone, right? And because the older you get, you deplete it, right? And the way that you get it is to work out through your muscles. Your
leg
muscles
exercise,
is
especially your legs.
That's correct. Building the muscle is going to help you increase your testosterone levels. But you can also go and get this plant-based thing called bioidentical hormone replacement therapy, where they insert these little things that looks like rice under your skin, and it helps to increase your testosterone levels. That's what my ladies get to help increase their levels.
Yeah, one more time, what?
Bioidentical hormone replacement therapy, or pellets. Pellets is a slang for it. Mm-hmm. And they call it pellets because of the size, because it looks like the size of a rice. So what it is plant-based, right? So it kind of dissolves in your blood. It's plant-based, and that you get it like every 6 months. But now the insurance doesn't pay for this. This is important to say. But I always tell people it's the best money that I could ever pay is to get this bioidentical hormone replacement therapy or pellets, is because for women, they're not irritable. And men too, because let me go back to the testosterone. When your testosterone levels start to deplete, after they get so low, you start to have this estrogen. That's why they say men get bitchy.
Exactly.
It's a real true thing. Like, they bitch because they need some testosterone. Why he bitches so much? His testosterone levels are low, right?
Yeah.
So,
and they born with lower testosterone too now.
We're not going to talk about doing really today, but yeah.
Really?
Yeah, no, so that's what, that's why we having the conversation.
Get your testosterone up, boy. What's your damn problem?
Well, now be careful. Don't tell him they ain't going to like you no more.
Get your ass.
Get your tea up, boy.
But if men are not having sex and they're saying it's overrated, their levels are low. But you can get those levels up. So some doctors will give you a patch. The patches it's synthetic, meaning that it was made in the lab, right? Mm-hmm. But if you're not going to do anything, then at least get the patch, right? Get it one time to boost your levels. Because when men are just laying on the sofa, watching TV, don't want to do anything, they really not just being lazy. Their testosterone levels are gone. Wow. And all they want to do is just nothing. Because men need testosterone. Mm-hmm. And if it's depleted, you're not doing anything, it's because it's low. And when you get older, it goes down. If you're working out, it's not going down as fast. Mm-hmm. So that's why you need to be moving. Make sure you're getting your muscles going, creating, muscles. When you get older, you need more muscle, your muscle tissue. So make sure that you're doing some weights and those things, because the older you get, the more they deplete. So, but if they're low, right? Like for women, if theirs is low, they don't want to have sex, right? They have vaginal dryness. They have all these things going on, and when they have it balanced, now they want to have sex. They don't have vaginal dryness. The men having a good time, but now the women want it more than the men want it. Mm-hmm. Like literally, one of my friends' husband told her, like, I don't sit down because you getting those pellets, not me, right? And before he was like, she don't have sex, but now she feels bad and she don't want to get the pellets anymore because he made her feel bad about it. And all she was doing was trying to get the pellets to say, oh, we can have sex more, right? So you got to match each other's fly. Everybody got to be on the same level. If my hormones are low, yours really low too. right? Because we're getting older, and normally eating habits is a family thing, right? Normally, if you see one person that's overweight, it's normally the whole family. If you see one person that's slim, it's normally the whole family. Because eating and those type things is a family thing, and what you bring in the house and how you eating in those things, right? So the same with husband and wife. If wife ain't wanting sex, husband barely wanting sex, it's all the same. Everybody needs to work out, get to moving, eat right, so you can have more sex, because really and truly studies show that people that are sexually active live longer. That's right. That's right.
Oh, golly. Okay, you get some.
So those are exactly help you sleep better, help your mental, help you calm down.
Hey, Jose.
Don't do her like that.
Hey, Jose.
Exactly.
Don't do her like that.
I get plenty of opportunities.
Hey.
You ain't been,
There was a
we
hey,
ain't seen each other in 2 years. What are you talking about?
Jose, there was a joke laying right there, but I'm not gonna do it. There was a joke laying, but I ain't gonna
this
do it.
one right
But,
here.
We friends.
wow,
Joke
that's
around with
some
joke.
that's some. But I'm with you in regards to the working out thing. I saw a video. What is this guy was talking about why he works out, and when I saw he was talking about when I work out to look good, to feel good, and also have better sex.
I saw that.
And when he said it,
I love
like,
that. I love that.
But then when I thought about it, I'm like, damn, he right.
That's right.
Because I mean, you
Getting that
have
blood flow.
sex,
That
but
blood
you
flow.
have
Work out,
better
jump in the
sex.
shower, and go straight.
Because you really think it's stamina, but no, it's more than that. Like, you really need to get that testosterone levels up, right? To be, but here's the thing. But if you flatten out with your testosterone levels and you don't want to do nothing, you're just watching TV all the time, you really need the pellets, the bioidentical hormone replacement therapy. Again, which your insurance company does not pay for it. But the reason that your insurance company does not pay for it is because what you need, he may not need. And what you need, he may not need. Everyone needs something different. So the first thing that the doctor would do in your consultation is take your blood to see where your levels are. Just like your PSA levels. Where are your testosterone levels? And so when they see where they are, then you get these pellets based on where your levels are. Right, but it's a bit costly. But again, for women, it's about $400, $450 every 6, so twice a year, sometimes 3 times a year for some women. And so those women who are flashing, the high flashing, won't have that no more. No flashing, none of that goes away. Oh, it drives me berserk because when I be at a concert, I be somewhere and women have fans. I'm like, man, take that fan from around your neck. First of all, it's too much radiation up here. Get you some pellets, right? Like, give me a call. I got something to help you, right?
I know some people.
No more flashing.
Yeah.
You got to tell them to reach out to me. You don't flash no more. And even for me, if I like liquors, like if I drink vodka, it's high sugar content, I'm a flash. Like, I don't. But red wine, sugar content, no. There's no flashing because your hormones are balanced out.
I think a lot of women were a little scared of the hormone replacement therapy because of that study that came out. But
A long time ago.
I know a long time ago, and they weren't clear about the numbers as far as when it comes to cancer. So I think that's why a lot of women are out here suffering because of that study.
Absolutely. And so 2 things. Recently, one of the doctors on my panel had a discussion but let me just first say that the pellets are natural, they're plant-based. So it's gonna just go through your bloodstream. But also, one of the doctors, I had a conference with her just 2 weeks ago. We were talking about new trends when it comes to estrogen and those things. And now what the researchers are showing is that even that study was about how you ingest the estrogen. So if you take it via your mouth, then it does increase it. But if you take it via your blood, it doesn't. So even the studies now, and that study was like a long time ago, but that has even changed. But that's why we need shows like this and conversations that we know that no, that's not the truth. You out here killing yourself. Because really and truly, women that stay in these menopause for a long time, it really affects your heart, right? And when your hormones are not balanced. So the same for men. It affects your heart. So you got to make sure that you're balancing out these hormones, and you're going to feel better.
Yeah. One of the doctors said every system in your body breaks down.
That's correct.
When you don't have estrogen. So I'm pretty sure
correct.
testosterone may be along those same lines. Like they said, every single system in your body starts to break down.
That's correct. So just make sure that you are. Here's the thing. I always say you can always reach out to me at info@blackpink.org. I'll refer you to a doctor in your area. You can ask me whatever questions you need to ask me. If I don't know the answer, I have doctors that I can call at reach. Say, just like I call the doctors, they say, hey, listen, I'm going on the podcast. What do you want? Is there something different that you want the Black men to know that we haven't talked about before? And that's when he told me about the barometer. Of course, he went over everything like this. And I love that. But he was talking about the barometer. But he also wanted me to talk about men, your erection. If you wake up in the morning and you have an erection, then you're still doing good. And if you wake up in the morning and you have an erection and you can masturbate, then you're good. But if you're waking up in the morning and you have an erection and you can masturbate, but when you get ready to have intercourse or have sex with your partner and then there's nothing, then it's all in your mind. Then she does not turn you on. Something happens, something she said is not turning you on. And that's a real thing that he said he's seeing more of, right? Because women are aging, they don't have they hormones unbalanced, right? And they're what y'all say bitching, and because they uncomfortable too, right? So if it's like, well, and then men, I guess y'all go out and cheat, and there's no reason to go out and cheat. But okay, I digress. But
Black men don't cheat.
Okay,
No, we
so
don't.
the men who colors I won't say, not Afro descendants,
never.
African American, but whomever. If you're going out because then you're meeting this new person and you have the desire with her, right? She's not fussing. She's not talking about the bills with you. She's telling you stuff you want to hear, right? So, but how do you resolve that? You resolve that by getting your woman's hormones balanced. And then yours get balanced. I thought you said black men don't cheat, but I digress.
But what I brought up before on the show, the other men in this group, right, that we're talking about, I said that 40% of men, 40% of men over 40, 50% of men over 50, on up, 70% of men over 70 have ED. And that includes ED is not only not being able to have an erection, but it also includes when you come fast.
Well, erectile dysfunction, because that's what the ED
Yes.
stands for, right?
Yes.
So the dysfunction is you don't get an erection and you have a quick ejaculation. So right.
Yes.
So she's correct. That what she said, everything that she said is correct. So how do you get past that? Is to understand the three things that you need, right? Yes, sir.
I'll say something. I think she's wrong because
She's not wrong though.
no, I'm just saying because if you have I'm just saying hypothetically, if you've got a 32-year-old banging body and you last long and you're with somebody else that you're not as attracted to and you come fast, it's not a dysfunction.
Can you repeat that?
Okay,
Would
you
it
have
be the
one.
opposite way, other way around?
I'm saying if you have because the one you define one is the one you just you got.
That's why the
And then
You said when you're 35.
You last the female's 32 actually, and so
Wait.
And the female,
What?
okay, the female's 32, the male is over 50.
Okay.
and then you have one that's
50.
and it's more also like you said the talking and whatever. It's not that you want the body; it's the energy. And I think that may be what your pellets and stuff, the hormone balance.
I don't get what you're saying. You're not.
She doesn't have drive, so that kills.
You know
your
what? For a man
desire.
who could be very clear when he's talking about his police stuff, he's not being very clear.
He's basically saying that with the young girl, you don't ejaculate fast. But then with the older female, you do. So he's saying that
because sometimes
is not,
they kill it because they want them to know, I don't feel like doing that. Don't pull my legs up there or
Oh
don't
my
do this.
goodness! She already addressed this though. That's the first thing she said. We were talking about, and I said in that
you can't
group.
control it.
I know, but
when
I was talking
situation
about the
you
people
control
that have
that can't control it.
That's my point. I said out of that group of the people that are just maybe not just coming fast.
And she didn't say all things, all the
okay.
time.
Exactly.
My bad.
I said
Talking about the dysfunction.
I said the percentage that are actually ED, and then I said what ED was.
So based on that percentage, you're saying, and help me understand this, because you're saying that the older you get,
the higher.
I get the ED part. I know that's a real thing in terms of not being able to perform, but to go faster to not be able to control it. You're saying that's an age thing?
No,
I didn't say that.
I didn't say that. We're
said
saying
part-
that's
you
an
said-
ED thing. That's ED.
No, she was
That's
just
part
talking
of
in
ED.
general.
And I was saying that's
But
not
is that-
ED.
how is that
That's
ED? Some
desire.
people-
He's trying to say,
Yeah,
but
that's what I'm saying.
wait,
Desire.
quick. They keep trying to say,
but
quick
one of the three
ejaculation.
things of having an erection, that third thing was desire, right? So if you don't have the desire, it can, now listen. When she's saying that, she don't mean as a totality, right? But it dysfunctioning at that time because it's gone, right?
Okay, but what I was trying to say, I think more so, it's not just function, it's choice.
It's desire though. It is desire.
The desire,
Desire, yeah.
And so I think it's more so than that because you come quicker if you don't really want to be there.
Yeah.
But see, I
But
was
we
shocked
talking
because
about the
to me,
people that always come quick. That's what I'm saying.
always,
That's the
okay,
difference.
Yeah, that's what she's
If you're
talking about.
having
Ability,
and you
okay.
want to go longer, but you can't go longer, and this is a pattern. Now that's ED. That's all I was saying. That's a part of ED. Yeah.
that's a part of ED.
Yeah, you know what? And you know what else she didn't say that is important than that? If you're getting with a younger girl, in your mind, you got a performance thing in your mind, like I'm with a young girl, I'm gonna have to keep up. If you with the older lady, in your mind, you ain't thinking I gotta keep up. Now some of them you do, but in your mind, it's not what you're thinking. So part of it is you, which again goes back to the desire, right? So I don't think she was saying that. So for clarity, if you have a quick ejaculation, does not mean that you have a dysfunction. She meaning on a regular basis.
Oh, okay.
Right.
That's
He was getting serious.
And that's what I said. That's what I said. I said all the time, even when you don't want to, when you want to go longer.
Because
Like, if I was with-
psychogenics is
like, if
important.
you
That's
was
what
with
you're
a
talking
young
about.
girl.
The mind, the
desire.
psychogenics
Yeah.
of
Okay, I
it.
see.
The mind of how you're feeling, right?
You was right, I'll give you one.
Right. But that young girl ain't paying the bills with you, right? So so as we talk about this desire thing and we talk about both sides, is that how much intimacy are you having with because let's be clear. If you're paying the bills, you're talking about the kids, you're talking about the bills, you're talking about the house, sex ain't getting in there and intimacy is not getting in there. And intimacy is not sex. Right, it's a part of it. Right, y'all taking a walk in the park like you used to do when you dated. Right, you holding her hand. Right, y'all sitting watching TV together. One person in one room, the other person in the other room. Right, and it's like, oh, we good with that. That's how it works for us. But really and truly, that's not creating any intimacy. You're not texting and typing little flirtatious thing. You ain't sending no sex pic because that's what them young girls do. You ain't sending no. But I digress.
Yes.
You're not sitting, see, but you're not doing that. But like maybe the women do want to do it because remember they were 32 before also. So if they get those hormones balanced out, listen. Once those women get those hormones balanced out, they like, ooh, I'm telling you, the men
Gotta put some
be
cold water
dogging
on
me
my
out.
I saw it. The comments. That's what we're laughing at.
So, but here's what I was stuck on what you said earlier. And this. I just thought that when you said that if you were with a younger woman or somebody that you really was attracted to me, I thought the problem would be, especially for men, is the desire is so high that you don't last as long
No, that's
as
what
opposed
she
to
said. You gotta
somebody
perform.
as opposed to somebody
You gotta perform.
that's what your mind say. But because you want it so bad, you know what I mean?
Nah, frequency. Some people I
Not
would say.
frequency. We talking about the first time.
Oh, first time. That's always to me. It's the best time. It's like chasing the dragon. You know, you gonna make sure you come.
It's
to
an
play.
individual thing. I'm
it's
saying.
an individual thing.
I'm saying. I thought that the issue was more so the desire could overwhelm some guys in terms of not being able to like. Because you know, I feel always say
getting there.
Yeah.
finally getting there. You've been working this thing forever. You finally get the chance, and you be like, man, you got to excuse me for this first one. You know what I mean? Yeah, I mean, that's what I thought he was talking about, as opposed to.
Oh no, I was saying.
Because if you don't really
He's
desire
saying
somebody
the
having sex,
opposite.
it's like you would have a harder time.
Even having. Remember, that's the third
Yeah.
part of
Yeah, that's what I
you
was
even
thinking.
have the erection. If you don't have a desire, that it's not even happening. So you may want it in the moment, right? You may want it in the moment, but because you done been with the other girl, the young girl 3 weeks ago, and she was able to put her legs up in the air, and you was able to hit it differently, and now the older woman can't put her leg up in the air when she need to be moving around because she should be able to, but I digress. Because she can't do it, then you mad about it because you want her to put her legs up in the air because you don't know how to get to another position to get to where you need to get. So it ain't good. So you come quick.
Hey, Nash. Nash, I was
let the throat hang right there.
Hey Nash, I was gonna talk about that, but we kept going. I was gonna warn the ladies. You getting these pellets, one of the side effects could be extra facial hair. So that's what he said. You're gonna have to join the circus with high hormones. Her beard gonna look like
because
estrogen make you get
So listen, so it's testosterone. But listen, here's the thing. They can wax their face. Right. That is a small and actually you got to get the amount you need.
As long as I don't see it, it's cool.
No, so here's the thing. Here's the thing.
Do it. I can't do it. No.
Oh my God.
Y'all make me sick.
But knowing you, you probably will.
What if it's a young girl with a beard?
That'll
if it's Megan Thee Stallion.
That'll be a quick one of mine.
You can tell her turn her head and keep doing what you great do.
What if no, really and truly, so if you're getting a large amount of testosterone, those things can happen. So you just talk to your doctor again. You're with your body longer than the doctor. You talk to your doctor and you say, these are the things that's happening, right? Or some women say they like the way they feel. Like a particular woman told me, say, hey, my husband, she said she told the doctor and she told me, my husband can't keep up. And the doctor told her, well, let's go down on your testosterone levels. And she's like, I don't want to go down. I like the way I feel. He need to match my fly. Like, I like the feeling that I have. And because he can't keep up, I don't want to go down. I like the way I feel. But if you're getting too much where you are starting to have facial hair, because it can happen, it doesn't happen to everyone, it can happen. You're probably getting too much, go down on the levels, right? But because the goal is to have a balance. So if you have a balance, those things will probably not happen. But it's a small price to pay that you need to wax your face versus I can't have sex. I don't want to have sex. I'm flashing. You know what I mean? Like, it's a small price to pay.
I was gonna ask that if they do get too high of a level and the facial hair does start, can it stop if you take the levels down?
That's correct. You can it can stop. Correct. That's why you want to take the levels down, because it will stop. And if you stop getting them, you're gonna flatten out.
So
go back to flashing everything.
So I was a little confused.
Grow some hair on my. It don't happen with men.
No, I don't. Yeah, I don't.
So I got a little confused when you was talking about the pellet.
3 weeks looking like love.
Is that just so? The pellet is just testosterone, or do they have?
No,
because I was thinking that
for
it was
the
estrogen.
men. No.
Right, that's what I thought.
So for the men is testosterone. For the women is estradiol, which is the natural form of estrogen, and testosterone. But women who have had a history or who have had breast cancer or cancer, then they don't get the estradiol. They just get the testosterone.
Interesting. Okay, yes. I did not know that.
Because you don't want to do anything to.
I thought when you have cancer, you can't get tests.
I'm sorry.
That's what
I thought when you had cancer, you can't get testosterone.
No.
You can?
No. She was asking me about women and the estrogen.
Okay.
Yeah.
She was asking me about women in the estrogen. Listen, you don't want to get anything synthetic, because synthetic is made in the lab, right? It's chemical, right? But something that's natural based, right, is plant-based that, just kind of goes to the pellets. The pellets, remember, because of the size of it, right? And they just you go in the office and they just put it right under your skin. It does not hurt. It does not hurt at all. It's too many people that get it, right?
I heard that bullshit.
No, it's too many people that get it. And some women that I've been trying to tell, like, get it often, that are just getting it, and now they mad that, I'm just not listening to you, because their whole life done changed. They're not flashing anymore. They're sleeping at night. They're not irritable. They're not bitching. They're not crying all the time, and they feel better. They are like feeling better. So you really and truly should, like, if you know of a woman who's in menopause or perimenopause before you get into the menopause stage, have them to reach out to me, that we can have a conversation and I can do a consultation with them and then refer them to a doctor in their area. Because I only have a certain amount of doctors that I work with. You got to be able to understand that you're connected from your head to your toe to be able to understand how everything works. So I'm not about a doctor who just, of course, everybody needs to get paid, right? But I'm really about Afro-descendant doctors, Black doctors, African-American doctors who understand who we are and know exactly what we need and not just going because some of us go for the dollar bill too. Right? Mm-hmm. So you do want somebody who really cares about you in the totality of who you are. Y'all all so serious. That's why y'all should have come to the Sex and Cigars.
My last question.
Yes, sir.
If you are heavily sexual, as in having a lot of sex at a younger age, does that affect you at an older age?
No, because remember when you get older, you're going to start losing testosterone, right? It affects you if you get an STD and it causes something to happen. But no, you're having more sex when you're younger because you have a really high amount of testosterone in your body. And it's like, I'm young, I'm dumb, I don't know what to do with all this testosterone. I don't know to go work out to use some of it. I don't know to go run. I know to have sex, right? So no, to answer your question, it does not affect you. The only thing that's going to affect you mentally is to say, when I was younger, I could do this. But now I'm older, I can't. But you can if you just get your testosterone levels balanced. You can be back to, again, you may not want to be back to there, but you could be close to back there. Because I know y'all's probably doing some stuff y'all in business. But you can be damn near back
doing
to
a lot
where,
more
exactly
than what I did as a kid.
But you can be
It's
back.
crazy how that worked out
Yeah.
in my life.
What's the way
Yeah.
it changed?
Well, you have to say
Crazy
low.
how that worked, boy.
It's chilling.
Oh no, I'm just education. I'm enjoying it. You know what I mean?
I wanted to ask,
Boy.
are there any diseases, or what are the diseases that a condom cannot protect you from?
She said, she's talking about STDs. Okay, first, the thing I want to say about STDs is that the highest population of STDs is in 55 and older.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
That's the high. Listen, I do a lot of talks with the seniors. And I literally have to get the health department to go in with me. You love that word, don't you? There you go. You about my big side. There you go.
He one of them.
I know them nurse homes, boy, they be
Yeah,
getting it.
that's what it is. It's like one man to 5 women, and he going around, right, with all those women, right?
Mm-hmm.
So,
But she said 55, y'all. So
that's right.
we
That's
ain't
not all nursing
necessarily
home.
talking about the nursing
yeah,
home.
so I have to educate them about, like, you need a condom, don't do this, don't do that, because they having sex. Right, but all right, I said 55. They're having sex, but I don't know if people just thinking, oh, we're older, we're mature, we're not going to use anything. You know what I mean? And then you come with the next person and say, we're older, we're mature, we're not going to use anything, and then you're gonna have
That's interesting.
an infection or STI.
It don't surprise me at that age. You know what I mean? Because you feel like. Just what she said, I think that's the mentality. The nursing home now, there's a lot of security in place. They get down to the get down out there. Ain't no question.
They are. No, they really are.
Oh no, they are for sure.
Yeah, because it's like 10 to 1.
We had a murder. We had remember that joint in Atlanta? I was a high rise. There was a 78-year-old lady killed her 80-something-year-old boyfriend.
I remember
in
that.
a high-rise.
I remember that.
I worked at
because he was seeing somebody else.
Yeah, he was seeing a
I
couple
remember.
somebody else.
I remember that.
Yeah,
He ain't got nothing to lose.
Hey, he would have played there. He said
Was
he
she
lost
in jail?
his life.
Yeah.
He lost something.
He lost his life.
He had something to lose.
And at
She
that age,
killed him.
she
I was
killed
like,
him.
what? Yeah.
Shot him dead.
Yeah.
In the high rise. Couldn't believe
They
it.
having sex. We have a senior
up,
sex. We have a
sunshine?
senior sex conversation. And these people are 65 years old and older. So we have a senior sex conversation, and those women want to know these things. They want to be back to where they were, and I'm going to help them get back there. But I'm just saying, use a condom, right? Again, I promote safe sex. Have sex. It helps you live longer. It helps you sleep better. It helps with anxiety, all of those things. But make sure that you're having safe sex. And don't be jumping out of windows because you would 32-year-olds, but I digress. I just play with you. Don't be doing that though.
Comedian Sunshine jumped in earlier. She said, small price to pay. People love medication. They always cure one thing, give you another. Now I feel great, but I got a beard. No, thank you. She said,
See, she didn't partner with her doctor.
people need to understand that the body goes through changes naturally. You think slaves have medicine for menopause. People so soft these days, they don't want to feel nothing. Eat right, work out, be a good person, same as a prescription.
You know what? So I'm glad that she said that, to bring that up. Okay. The slaves also didn't live long, Right.
Exactly.
We're living longer in life. So as we
wanna be
live
healthy.
longer, right, and as my dad used to always say, who was this devout Christian, he would always say that God gave us these 5 senses and then he gave the medical doctors some extra things. And so to help us get better, right, we have these sciences and we have these researchers that we have to say that we can live because we are living longer. Right? We got to watch our foods because we are living longer. We can do these things to extend our life. How do we extend our life and still have optimum balance of things, optimum balance of our hormones, right? So to compare us to what the slaves did, the slaves were enslaved, right? And they didn't live a long time at all, right?
Yeah.
And so they had a lot of things going on. So, we can't really compare ourselves to the slaves except we have their DNA and we have the trauma and that they did everything for us so that we can live this life and be smart enough to know that we can make better choices, right? We can say that to say, oh, if we're going to go back and compare things and say, well, people was able to eat pork and stuff back in the day, right? And be okay, but now you gone, right?
Yeah.
Because they don't raise the animals the same. You also have fresh fruits and vegetables. Now the fruits and vegetables have pesticides on it. So as life progresses, everything progresses, right?
Yeah.
So for us to say that, oh, we're soft and we don't know, there's no need for people to live and not feel good. Right?
Yes,
There's no
quality
reason
of
for people
life.
to live and have a great quality of life, right?
Yeah.
I always tell people that one of the reasons that I started my nonprofit that's 10 years old this year is that I would go to the Fox Theater. And I don't know if y'all know when you go down to the Fox Theater from south to north, there's a big Presbyterian white church on the corner. Do y'all know what I'm talking about? Yeah. So we used to go to the matinees. It would be all these older white people leaving the church, and they would be like 80, 90 years old. They would be walking down the street. They didn't have walkers. They would just be walking down to the Fox. And I would get angry because if I come back to the south side, we have a dialysis clinic on every corner, right? We in the motorized wheelchairs, and I'm like, why is this happening? Like, if anybody should be living a long time and having a good life, it should be us. Mm-hmm. We the gods of the universe, right? They came from us. So why are they living longer? Because they do have better medical.
Yeah.
They do have the money. They diet. Because they got the money to have the diet.
Yeah.
And then they don't have distrust, right?
Yeah.
But that's why I do what I do. I only went back and got my doctorate just so you and your cousins can listen to me. That's all. Or I could have just stayed Ianta Burks. But if now I'm saying I'm Dr. Ianta Burks, it's like, okay, we're going to listen to her. So I'm literally, everything that I do is just to save Black people, prolong our lives, and so we can have optimum balance and look good and feel good, right? So that you don't know when you look at us, you're like, how old are you? I'm 58. They were like, oh, I didn't know you was 58. I'm 58. Like, you know what I mean? Okay, I'm 45. My daughter say my knee 58, but mentally, I'm 45. You know what I mean? So what I'm saying is that if you balance things out, try to do things in moderation, go and get your exams every year, then you can sustain your life and be healthy at doing it. Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm done. Thank you.
And we would have still listened to you. You still could have called yourself doctor, even if you didn't go
I'm not going to do that.
According to
I'm not going to do that.
Cheyenne.
Well, I'm not going to do that.
That's next week's topic. We're going to get back on that. This doctor thing is
because
that's
a disgrace to me. Like, working my butt off. Stand up at night. What?
I know, that's right.
Doctor is flying around right now. So, yeah.
You see it, Dwayne?
Yeah.
Top 5.
Yeah, top.
I'll make sure you saw it. That's all. All right.
I can't. I've been trying. I can't think of nothing.
Keep thinking.
I'm at work at night, so it's hard. But yeah. We you saw the top 5 though.
No, you ain't even sent it to nobody.
I just posted on the chat. That's all.
Yeah, it was up there.
Well, I ain't in the
It's up there on the,
Right. We got to go our way in here.
Go ahead, Lo. Let it.
No,
you want to go over the comments first? A couple of them. Not the crazy Nash and
Nash and Frank been going in all night.
They rested. They might be up to 2:30 in the morning.
I can't find it either.
Frank said it's not dysfunction. He just had something else to do. Todd Vick said black men don't cheat. They exercise their options. Good one.
Like that.
Or is it? Well, you know what? The same with women.
Hold
The
up,
same with women.
Hold up. Hey, Vic.
I wonder what you gonna say.
Hey, Vic. Hey, boy, you married to my sister. No damn options.
He just,
All right?
he's talking in general, I'm sure.
Just as a fan, I get it, but yeah, my man. Love you, bro.
Frank said, for example, who are these older women and their names?
How about you? He said, who are these older women and their names? Let you go fast.
That's on that.
Right.
Chest hair like George Animal Steel. God, dog. In between 05, so you better educate us, Dr. Burks. I'm sure you know who that is.
She did it.
Dimitri Chillman 19 says, yes, Dr. Burks, fire. Had some folks logging in there, Dr. Burks. Good stuff.
Yes, son. All of you that have logged in, we appreciate you. Go and hit that follow button to make sure that you keep logging in because we are the dialogue for the community. If you want to come join us, let us know.
Yeah, put me in, Coach. Y'all put me in.
Send us a topic.
It was nice playing.
Send us a topic and you can come talk about the topic yourself. Yeah, we rock like that. You just got to deal, we're going to smoke a cigar too, so just make sure you can deal with that.
Oh, and it wasn't bad.
That was the same as Kevin Samuels quote, JT. That wasn't from him. Too funny. All right, so listen, and Sunshine, you're right. That has a lot to do with it as well. But she covered it as well in terms of their health conditions and things they had to eat, all that stuff. So still falls in that same category too.
Kizzy lived a long time though.
Kizzy lived a long time.
She lived through all three roots.
Yeah, exactly. Because she wasn't stressing. She was like, I ain't stressing today.
She had three. She
Did
lived
she?
through all three of them.
Kids had a lot of kids, huh?
Yeah,
she did.
She would have
of course,
sex.
the most famous one.
She would
I
have
know,
sex.
Coach.
She was having a lot of sex.
Oh yeah. She
They
her alive.
have a lot of options.
kept her
over there.
alive too, right?
Kept her, that's what I'm
yeah.
saying. Kept her alive. Kept her alive.
Yeah, kept her right on time.
But speaking of comedian Sunshine, she will be here next week on the podcast. She's coming in next week.
Oh,
And she bringing some food with her. She said she bringing some food, some mac and cheese, baked beans.
Okay.
I mean, there's a birthday coming up, pretty soon, and she said she's gonna come in the Tuesday before to show some love. So next week, comedian Sunshine be on here.
Appreciate you, Sunshine. Come on through.
My other boo.
But while we're doing that, man, our top 5. So, Dr. Burks, we always end the show on the top 5, right? So I went with the top 5. I want you to think back as a kid when you were hanging out with mom or dad or aunts, uncles, whatever the case may be. What were the top 5 shows that you sat and watched with your parents, guardian, or, the elders around? Your top 5 TV show that you watch with them.
I ain't going that one now.
Oh, I'm gonna tell my age for sure.
I always go first and then mess it up. The High Chaparral, Big Valley. Let's see, the Waltons. Which one was rerun in it?
What's happening?
What's happening? Good Times.
Dwayne, what you got over there?
Days of Our Lives.
That was good.
Right.
The Young and the Restless. The Price is Right.
Good one for sure.
Jeopardy. And in the heat of night. So yeah, that was it.
Jose.
Okay. First, let me say I really didn't watch. I really couldn't remember watching TV with my parents, but I remember some of the stuff. I said America's Funniest Videos, PBS, The Jeffersons, Soul Train, Young and the Restless.
Yeah, Soul Train was showing up on my list.
That's good.
Yeah, my mom
Doctor,
used to
you
be
ready?
going
Yes,
to work.
yes.
Yeah.
All right,
The
Dr. Kai.
Jetsons,
Yes.
the Flintstones,
Good one.
What's Happening, All in the Family. You remember All in the Family?
Oh yeah, all the family.
Absolutely.
And Soul Train.
And Soul Train.
All in the Family was the birth of the Jeffersons.
Yeah, wasn't it?
Absolutely was.
And we live in the Jets in real life now,
Living
right?
the Jetsons
How about
in real
that?
life. We
How
were talking
about
I
that,
had a
right?
conversation the other day with somebody. We're in a real live Jetsons
Real
right
life
now.
Jets. We didn't think he would ever be there now. It's
Only
really
thing
here.
missing is the flying cars.
That's-
Everything
well,
else is
they
there.
almost got that
They're
too.
working on it.
Yeah.
They're working
They're
on it.
Yeah.
FaceTime and
Yeah,
you
isn't
know what I
that
mean?
something?
all that.
Everything. Working out
That was
online.
real live FaceTime.
Yeah.
And working at
Yeah.
home, working at home.
Yeah, working at home.
Oh, wow.
Like for real.
The working at home part.
Hey.
Everything, yeah.
Hey, the Jetsons is real life.
And even
man.
her working out. She would work out on the thing, like just at the house, like, I'm gonna go work out.
Yeah.
Like, yo.
Yeah. Real talk.
Okay. I used to watch this with my grandfather because he loved westerns. Gunsmoke. Beretta,
Beretta, yeah.
Starsky and Hutch.
Good one.
All My Children. That was with my mom. And then the Gong Show / because it's tied for number one. The Flip Wilson show.
Oh,
Show,
yeah.
Flip Wilson, yeah.
Flip Wilson.
Honorable
Yeah.
mention was Family Feud when that dude used to kiss everybody.
What's that singing one they had where you pick the song? Name
that tune.
Name
yeah.
that tune.
Name that tune, yeah.
That's a good one.
There's a good one.
All right. Frank has and Chicken George lived a long time. Chicken George lived forever.
Yeah, he did.
Frank has Gunsmoke, Dukes of Hazzard, Incredible Hulk. That's a good one. Incredible Hulk out there.
Oh man.
Jeffersons and wrestling. he spelled it wrestling. WRS. Good ones. Hold on. Chuck, you got 5, man? Before I keep going? Frat brother Chuck in the building.
You weren't even supposed to know that.
Dr. Burt's wife. Husband, rather, I'm sorry. But
Good time.
Good Times.
Gunsmoke.
Gunsmoke.
Happy Days.
Happy Days.
Great one.
The Brady ones.
I
Good
know-
one.
I know where you going.
Shirley.
I go. Should we go to Laverne and Shirley next?
Laverne and Shirley. Okay.
Back to back.
And then, like I said, Starsky and Hutch.
Starsky and Hutch. Good ones. Good ones.
150.
Yeah, Happy Days and Laverne and Shirley.
We're good
back
TV
to back.
shows back then, boy.
Let's see here. Ty Vic got All in the Family, Jeffersons, Good Times, MASH. MASH
yeah.
was definitely on the
Yeah.
house.
Yeah.
Sure
Good
was.
one.
Yeah.
Um,
Only had 3
and
channels.
Kojak.
Kojak, yeah.
Kojak, another good one.
Yeah.
Think about it, you only had 3 channels. Well,
That's right.
Most of us. I mean,
Yeah, that's right.
Jose had cable.
Yeah, her time, right?
Her time she had cable.
I have cable? I don't know.
She may have been a generation of TV cut off. Your TV never cut off, did it?
Where'd it go?
That's right.
Right
That's
after
right.
the right after the Star
That's
Spangled
right.
Banner.
That's
That's
right.
it.
No, on cable you still have some channels that did that though.
No, not me. I'm a little older, so it went off. It was
When it was
off.
always when it was gone, it was gone. There was no
Yeah.
TV.
Yeah, it went
You
through
could go
and
to a
then-
different channel.
And then the snow came on.
It did. Yeah. And it always came on late at night.
Yeah, absolutely. Sunshine has Love Boat, Putting on the Hits. Forgot about that one.
Putting on the hits.
Yeah, it was a show called Putting on the Hits. Yeah, music thing. Bonanza, good one. What's Happening, and of course, Good Times. Martelina got The Twilight Zone, good one. Good one. Shock Theater, Bonanza, Godzilla, King Kong, and Amos and Andy. Wow.
Wow.
Forgot about it.
Ty Vic threw in Three's Company. Good one. Coach Nash got Dynasty, The Love Boat,
Yeah.
Happy Days, Cosby Show, and 227.
227.
Annalena threw
Cosby
in
Show
Ed
was
Sullivan
good.
as an honorary. My mom got Bonanza. Palatine? What is that? I don't know that one. Palatine. Ed Sullivan, MASH, and Gunsmoke. The Twilight Zone and WWF honorable mentions. In Between 5. Appreciate you tuning in tonight. She has Love Boat, All My Children, Happy Days, Three's Company, and Knight Rider.
Oh yeah, Knight
Good
Rider.
one.
Yeah,
Good one.
Kit Car. That was Kit Car.
That's right.
All right, man.
That's right.
Everybody wanted a kid.
Didn't
Everybody wanted. First, you wanted Starsky and Hutch's car.
That's
and then
right.
you wanted a kid.
You really want to kidnap in traffic? I was like, when I be in traffic, I'm like, I wish I had a Kit Car, I could just hit a
Right.
button and go over all the traffic, right?
Boy, Benny Hill. Boy, that Benny Hill now, this is why that in Germany. In Germany, that thing was, they ain't cut the stuff, they just cut over here.
Yeah, all the old stuff.
I don't know Benny Hill. I don't know Benny
Really?
Hill.
Oh, Benny Hill, it was nasty.
Yeah.
It was probably the nastiest show on TV at the time. You know what I
What?
mean?
You know Benny Hill?
Yeah, Benny Hill was nasty as ever. Yeah.
I don't know if y'all remember this as a kid. I used to watch Zoomity, Zoom.
Zoom.
Yeah.
Come on, where they put the popcorn and they just get out for their tongue.
No,
Not Zoom.
the different animal. They were like animals or something like that. They weren't real. They were people, but they were animal in animal
I was
costumes.
I ain't familiar with that one.
I was paying bills by then.
I ain't familiar with that one. Amos Sandy. Channel depending on who was holding the clothes hanger and tinfoil. Little TV sitting on the top of the broken floor model TV and components. I think that was everybody's household.
Hey, man.
You know, back in the day, man. Little TV sitting on the big TV.
You walk in my pop's house right now.
Still there.
in 2026. That floor model, that same floor model that was sitting there when my grandmother was living, it is still sitting in
For
this
real?
living room right now. Instead of a little
Wow.
TV, you got a flat screen I'm sitting on top of. A flat screen sitting on top of for
And I
real.
got 3.
For real. Yeah. That,
Tiger Rock,
Zoobly
yeah.
Zoo. That was
There you go.
Zoobly Zoo. Coach
Zoobly
Nat put it.
Zoo.
Zoobly Zoo. I still ain't familiar with it, but he just put the name up there. Fragile Rock is a good one.
Oh,
Yeah.
Fraggle Rock.
Fragile Rock is a good one.
Yeah, I could look at that. That was Saturday morning. Look at that with the parents. Yeah.
All right, I got Dallas.
Okay.
I got Knots Landing.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Oh yeah, that was we were all in Texas at the time. I
Everybody
got All
was
My
there.
Children. I got Family Feud, and one of my granddad's favorite shows of all time, The People's Court. When I say he did not miss, what was the old man name back in the day? Judge Wapner.
Just Wapner.
Hey, Judge Wapner, boy.
You said Perry Mason.
Nah, the real People's Court. Judge
y'all
Wapner.
just
Dragnet.
I know what I got. We gotta say because Walker Texas Ranger. I used to watch Walker Texas Ranger with my mom.
Walker, Texas Ranger.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
All y'all age
that
me.
and Dr. Quinn Medicine Woman.
Everybody.
Dr. Quinn, yeah.
Yeah, all that's current
It was
stuff.
those two things.
Gotcha.
to watch.
Even you aged me, and some of the one that you said, I was looking at that when I was in the barracks. So
Which one? Oh,
some
really?
of them shows you said, y'all all
Even
aged me like a
y'all used to watch Touched by an Angel.
Like
my
Rain
mom.
Yeah,
Man's
Touched
right.
by an Angel.
Watch
Touched by an
Touched by an Angel.
Oh, them was I was an adult by then.
What's the one? I Dream of Jeannie.
Oh,
I Dream of Jeannie.
Jeannie,
Yeah.
yeah, I Dream of Jeannie.
Bewitched.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Bewitched.
Bewitched.
Bewitched. Yeah, Bewitched.
back to
That
back.
was one of my
Yeah.
favorite.
They were
yeah.
back to
Yeah.
back,
That was
just
back
like
to
Happy
back.
Days of Laverne and Shirley. They was back
yeah,
to
it
back.
sure was.
And the $1 Million Man.
Oh, the $6 Million Man.
$6
bro.
million.
$6
Okay,
million.
I was $6 million man. I
Yeah,
don't know. That was
$6
$6
million
million man. Yeah. Lee Majors.
Yeah,
they made
and
my-
Superwoman.
Then they came out with the
And when-
Bionic
and
Woman.
when-
Yeah,
If you go
everybody
back-
right.
If you go back and look at them shows now, man, some of the
Corny as
doggone-
hell, boy.
Hey, it's so corny. It was like,
Look at what the world is.
Well, they corny now.
I don't know.
Back in, it was
That's why
like
you go back and look at it now. You be like, man, who all
Look
into
at-
that show?
Look at some of them shows.
Hawaii
I be like,
Five-O,
I cannot
Hawaii
believe.
Five-O.
I cannot
Which one
believe I
got
was
the
watching this
Ferrari?
stuff.
Magnum P.I.
Magnum
Magnum
P.I.
P.I., yeah.
All them shows they remade.
Yeah, remade all those.
All of them they remade. All of them.
And none of the new ones as good as the old ones. They just got better
Nah.
special effects.
Yeah.
Nah, not as good as that one.
Yeah.
And one of them, what's that one with Miami Vice?
Yeah, Miami
Miami
Vice.
Vice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love Miami Vice.
Philip Michael Thomas.
Philip
bro,
Michael
that's my
Thomas,
dog,
right?
bro. But I like Don Johnson better because he ain't wear a lot of ties.
My roommate in
Philip
college,
Michael Thomas had a
Rion
suit on
watched.
every damn day.
He did.
Rion watched that show.
He fighted this suit.
You in Miami with a curly kid and got a whole suit on and never sweated and none of your juice came out of your
Yeah,
head.
Joker was
I
straight
was
fans
like,
on
man,
his ass.
how many times did they cut and wipe him down?
Rion watched that
Pause.
show every single day. I mean, he had all the video, had videotapes. He had, man, he watched Miami Vice like it was, man. every day. Good stuff.
Yeah,
Good top five. Good top five. You
Really
can do it.
was.
You can do it on your closeout.
Okay.
You can
All
do
right.
it right now.
Really was. Jose, go and let people know where they can follow you at.
Yeah, same place every week. It's at Jose Sunray on everything. Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. You follow me on there. GYZAY Sunray.
You doing any
And I'm
poems
not
anywhere this
Yeah,
week?
y'all ain't invited me out. They gotta invite me out.
You know how you do, Jose. You just show up and be like,
I
girl,
do
we
that
got,
too.
we got a spot to fill.
They
Come on up here.
do, don't they? That's what I gotta do. Next week I'll be outside. Next week.
And then you jump up there and get everybody attention. Fuck
Yeah.
you.
You know what? You know what?
That's how a poem
Y'all
starts.
don't listen to her. Listen to him. I would never say that.
That's how it starts out.
You gotta come out and see the real poem.
Who Jose mad at? No, who we got to fight here tonight?
He gets their attention.
I need to come to you in your element.
Yes, ma'am.
Ask a cop in the building. What's happening, bro? You know?
I'm back.
Yes, sir.
No, what I like to say is I apologize about the 14-year-old comment, but what I wanted to do is, the people, we do it too much. We want to canonize people that didn't leave lives where it should be canonized. What we need to do to help us as a people is deal with the fact that what happened where a jury can sit in there and let a 14-year-old get shot in the back that didn't pose any threat or anything else and walk. Same thing when you look at anybody else that's been killed in the last couple of years. We need to start holding prosecutors, the DA in that county responsible, because we get so caught up in, he was a good boy, and try to give a reason why he had the gun or a reason why he was on Facebook with a gun. That's why I said that. That's bad. We want to focus on what happened that day, because next time it's not going to be a black kid that can explain it off with a gun. It's going to just be my son or your daughter.
Exactly.
And then what happens is we need to deal with the facts of a case. Look at what they're charging them with. You're charging somebody with malice murder when there's no way you can prove a forethought. Malice has to be proved. That's murder one. It depends what the highest form of murder in your state. It's never there. And they always charge a person with it to appease us. And everybody's happy, he getting charged. Man, he don't get the chair. And there's no way, because the elements of the crime aren't there. And they knew it when they put those charges up. And then once you get acquitted of murder, you can't keep brought back up on those same charges. So that's what we need to focus on when we focus on, he was a good guy, he's a good guy. Let his family deal with that. Deal with the fact it's going to change, because those same jurors may be picked again. That same judge that didn't strike the jury properly. All those things need to be looked at, but nobody comes back and puts that under the microscope. We always want to talk about, but Palmer was a good boy, and a lot of times they're playing with guns and doing things of that nature. No, he wasn't a good guy, but that doesn't mean he deserved to die.
Yeah.
Focus on the crime that occurred of a lack of justice. That's all I got.
That was
Yeah.
good.
Appreciate you. Man, I wish you'd have been looking right into the camera for that one.
I'm Chucky Moore over here.
That'd have been a great cut. You know what I'm saying? But we'll still cut it up and just.
So you're
when
gonna piss
we
it up
look at the
right
camera. Dr. Kai.
Yes, thank you guys for letting me play with y'all tonight. This has been so much fun. What I want to leave you with is, number one, if you want to get in contact with me, I'm at info@blackpink.org. I am blackpink.org on all social media. That's BLACKPINKORG on all social media. If you reach out to me, if you need to ask me questions, I'll do a consultation for you and refer you to doctors. And I also want to say, every year, go get your exams done, your prostate exams done. And also men, if you've had some nerve damage, or men, if you want to be longer or stronger, have larger girth, my doctor urologist does male enhancement. It's very popular. He said if the women can get their breasts done, the men can get their penis done. And he allowed me to give away some gift certificates. I have 4 gift certificates, each for $250 off of the service that you get done. He does it in Macon, very discreet. He's very popular. He's the only black man on this side in the United States that actually does this male enhancement. So if you want to to get these, I have 4 $250 off coupon. You have to reach out to me at info@blackpink.org. And I also want to say, if you've had some damage from some prostate, or if you know someone who's had damage and they have erectile dysfunction, they can also call me and he can also assist them. But if you want to be bigger and if you want to be larger, you want to have more girth, because women like girth more so than long. This is what the doctors told me to tell you. Then you can reach out to me at info@blackpink.org and get there. I have 4. When they're gone, they're gone. It's $250 off of your service. If you reach out to me, the first 4 people, then I will give you the gift certificate.
Put up the info at Dwayne, so you can see that info@blackpink.org.
Angelo, what you got this week, man?
info@blackpink.org. And that's if you want male enhancement. We've had those conversations on the show before.
It's info@blackpink. Okay, thank you.
info@blackpink.org. If you want male enhancement, like you said, it's a popular thing, man. One of the comedians got it done.
Oh yeah, he sure did. He got it from Dr. Fussell because what's his name? Oh yeah, he actually is a part of one of his advertisement. He actually Dr. Fussell did, and Dr. Fussell got it done twice. Like he tell me in that he got it done the first time, because he wanted to be able to tell the men, oh, this is what happens. And then he said now he liked it. He became cocky. He was walking around looking in the mirror of himself. So he wanted to go up a little bit more. So he had it done, and this is non-surgical procedure, guys. And so he had it done again. And he said he was real cocky. He said, but the wife's like, that's enough. Like, don't go up anymore because you don't want to get. He have like white guys. They come in, they want to be really large. But for him, he try and tell guys that if a dollar bill, you don't want to get any larger than the roundness of a dollar bill if you put it from end to end. Because now, if you get too large, women are not enjoying the sex, right? So you just doing it to walk around and look at yourself in the mirror. You're not doing it for women to enjoy sex. So you want to be at a size that you can enjoy. But it is very popular, and a lot of people get it. I've referred a lot of guys, and they are happy, and some women are happy. So listen, don't be shy. Women get their breasts done, they get their butt done.
I'm 7.5, 8 on a good day. I roll with that.
Look at that facial expression.
Says that on air. And our audience wants to hear that.
Oh, absolutely.
They be in my DMs.
They already in your DMs. Respond in your DMs.
He can actually fix a hook because the hook is actually not a natural thing, but not in this show. You can check out my podcast. We talk about that, but he actually can fix a hook.
I done heard some people.
Women like hooks. So I've heard.
Well, some women like hooks and some women say they don't. Yeah. And that's why the men have gotten them fixed.
Got to do with your shape of your uterus, I think.
Okay.
Maybe.
Or
because it can,
or maybe your vaginal walls.
It can be. Yeah. You're right. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Oh, that's okay. No, it's okay.
Yeah, I didn't know if the canal had anything.
No, it's okay. That's okay.
Yeah.
I'm good.
You say you good with your hooks?
Well, if you decide, listen.
That ain't some shit.
The doctor, look, the
gotta die.
No, the doctor did it himself twice. He didn't have to do it, right? He did it so he could and he'll tell guys, I did it twice.
Oh my God.
Your rapper friend, she got a song called Cap Hook. Megan Thee Stallion got a song called Cap Hook, buddy.
Yeah.
She got to roll with it.
Look, and your comedian guy that got it done, I think he did it twice also.
Really?
Like,
I know he did it once. He proud of it.
Yeah.
He was bragging on it. He was like, hey, man, y'all talk. Oh yeah, he happy with his. So hey.
He's a part of the advertisement. He most
so this don't work on everybody.
Hilarious.
What's that?
What you talking about?
The male enhancement?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, everybody.
So what was wrong with Diddy then?
Tomorrow, I got
She said what wrong with Diddy?
He got 400 million. That seemed like something
Maybe he didn't know.
He could have had done.
It's new science. Maybe he didn't know.
What?
Yeah, maybe he didn't know it's new science.
The way you look at that,
It's non-surgical. It's non-surgical. That's important to say.
Did he use his money to pay for them to have a good time?
I ain't understanding.
I don't know how much he had to spend from what I saw to be like the dude that he paid for.
Man.
He must need to get that bio. What's it called?
Bioidentical hormone
That's what I'm
replacement
talking about. He needed it all.
Hey,
He need it all.
His pellet gonna be this big. His pellet gonna be this big.
God.
You know what? You are crazy.
Diddy gonna get y'all.
Yeah, that video is crazy. That video is crazy.
I ain't seen it.
But
anyway, Thursday night, man. Thursday night we back at KOD. Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Thursday night Destiny. Friday we got Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Actually, Weight Ball is hosting his shows all weekend long. Friday, Saturday at KOD. Sunday at Traditions. He's also doing his giveaways to the shelters, the homeless shelters. So people who bring in, food items for the homeless, he's doing his giveaway for discounted and free tickets. So that's this weekend for Weight Ball. And
this is first Friday, is it?
This
Traditions?
is, thank you.
Yeah,
This
First
is
Friday
Funny First
Traditions.
Friday as
Yeah.
well. I appreciate that. Steve Brown hosting Funny First Fridays. We're doing a Teachers Appreciation Edition on this Friday. Teachers Appreciation
boy, it's
Edition on
gonna be
this
crazy in
Friday at
Yeah,
Traditions.
probably will.
So we got 2 shows on Friday, one at Traditions, one at KOD. Yeah.
Yeah, them teachers, boy. Anytime it's a
Cornelius
teacher's
George.
appreciation, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Cornelius George is going to be the headliner of that show. He's an educator, and he has another guy that's going to be doing some improv as well. Both of them, a bunch of different educators doing some improv. So it should be a real cool experience Friday night.
Yeah, I've been knowing Cornelius George for about 10 years.
Is that right?
Through the,
That's my frat brother. That's our
yeah,
frat.
through the school system.
Is that right? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Good deal,
stuff.
good
But
deal.
Doc, we really, really appreciate it. This
thank
has
you.
been some
Really
good
enjoyed it.
information.
Yeah, thank you so much.
We're definitely gonna have this thing chopped up really nicely and put out a whole bunch of shorts, man. This is gonna be some really good information.
Oh, thank you so much.
Absolutely.
Thank you. Anytime.
Absolutely.
Perhaps we could
Good,
do a
yeah.
sex and cigar, and I can
Yeah,
bring the doc with me and
yeah,
the other
yeah,
docs. And we can have the
absolutely.
women come as well.
I think that you would. I know a couple of people. I'm gonna reach out to some people in
Okay.
regards to making. I think that it would for their cigar week.
Okay, absolutely.
It's not cigar week, cigar festival because they only do a weekend.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna reach out, see if I can't get that. See if I can get some information for you. Maybe you can get down there and get a little sponsorship. And then it's down
Absolutely.
there making by your man, the Girth Man, and
Yeah.
everything. So
He's at Eurohard, so you can also go to Eurohard.
you are hard. How about that?
UROHARD. So he's Dr. Fussell, and he's Eurohard on all social media, and his website is Eurohard. UROHARD. So go check it out. Some of them are gonna go check it out. They just trying to act like they ain't gonna go check it out. But go check it out, and let me know. Let me know if you want the discount. So yeah.
Hey, well, for me, y'all, Eva's Revenge is supposed to be released within the next couple of months. I got a pretty big role in that movie. And just in case you want to see my hot 6 or 7 seconds in Scream 7, it is actually now streaming for free on all of your channels. Netflix. No, it is Netflix. It's Netflix that it's on right now. I'm telling you, don't close your eyes when they talking to all the kids in the movie theater. You might miss me. I was there for 3 days, but I promise you, they gave me a hot 7 seconds. And I'm mad. I'm mad at my daughter. So it's a hot 7 seconds. I can't tell you what part of the movie's in because all I saw was the clip. I wasn't going to the movie to spend money on that.
At a major motion picture.
Yeah, major motion picture. So
gotta take out wins we get them.
Yeah.
Celebrate the wins.
That's
Celebrate the
right.
wins.
That's
dope.
right.
But JT, don't say you wasn't gonna go spend your money on it.
Nah. I wasn't.
Note to self, you won't be in my next video.
Yeah, but
You won't make Scream 8, my guy.
Yeah, it was it was a great production. I had a great time at it. I promise you. 3 days there where the food was different, everything was great. So it was dope.
You go on them sets.
But Eva's Revenge, y'all. I'll make sure to let y'all know when that comes out. I got a pretty couple of intense scenes up there where I actually show my chops, so I'll be able to let you know about that. That's gonna do. Next week is when comedian Sunshine gonna be here.
Rochester's finest will be in the building, man. We're looking forward to her conversation. Y'all know Sunshine that she typed up today. She speaks her mind.
Going
So
to
Yes,
be
she does.
different.
Yes.
More than me.
Promise you.
More than you.
More than me.
Yeah,
it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun.
There'll be some moments where you see us go. and then we'll come back because sunshine comes with it. So yeah, next week she will be on Classic Konversations.
Bringing some food.
And she bringing some food, so we'll let you know how that goes.
Y'all be in here late too.
Yeah,
we do.
Yeah. This is actually early. We'll be getting shut down. Yeah. So that's gonna do it, man. Now that she said that, that's gonna do it. Classic Konversations with JT and Low.
And that's a cop.
And Jose.
And we out. You dig?
Peace.
Classic Konversations with JT and Low. You never know which way to rap. Classic Konversations with JT and Low. You never know which way to rap. The record's gonna go. Classic Konversations with JT and Low. Classic Konversations with JT and Low. You never know which way to rap.